We're ready to rip. Welcome in. If you're watching this on YouTube, fucking like and subscribe. What the hell? No. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. We're live. It's fucking BlizzCon day, BlizzCon 2023, and I'm joined by moderator, cat extraordinaire, official fucking feller, Squanky Joinkers for the first time in a while. What's up, buddy?
Oh, it's good to be here. BlizzCon is an exciting time for us.
It is.
Real
indeed.
pillar of our friendship.
Yeah, we have a history. We have a history with BlizzCon that we'll get into. But chat is here, of course. We're live on Twitch. Future is here. Captain Stubbs is here. Cody, Too Much New Toys is here. Shishwa, Andrew on Carts, Ellipticus. We got a good squad. I know Brother Man somewhere around. It's all really happening. We love to see tapes in this bitch.
I might be on camera, but I'm still watching you all.
Yeah, we can read.
I don't know what I'm
read
doing as a moderator. I'll call Treehorn if you guys act up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm only here depending on who asks. I understand that completely. But excited. It's the first in-person like BlizzCon proper since BlizzCon 2019, which happened in October of 2019. And then since then, for the 2020, 2021, and 2022 streams, it was all BlizzCon online, and then one of them was just straight up canceled amidst sexual harassment allegations. I believe.
Oh yeah, was that not even pandemic? It was just
yeah. It was a whole situation. It was a. I think it was a little bit of everything.
About 2020 heading into it before like pandemic really reached our shores. I want to say. Since we had done the last two, but I think we were cooling on it.
No, because pandemic.
Bit.
No, because it was like October of 2020. Pandemic was in full force. I want to say that there was one that they missed because they could chalk it up to pandemic, but also maybe just not a good time to have everybody up on the stage talking about how cool it is to be a Blizzard employee. Because apparently for a very long time it wasn't.
Year's. I think they skipped last year's. I think you're right, based on. Hey, maybe we don't want to be in the spotlight right now. Maybe we just keep working on Diablo 4 and hopefully people like that and us again soon.
Maybe you just shut the fuck up about it.
Maybe we can hire Train and they'll come perform live music for us.
Yeah. So we went to the 2018 and 2019 BlizzCons together and we did a bunch of shit. Oh, I think the funniest lore thing that happened in all of BlizzCon is for either like the 2020 or the 2021, whichever one they didn't skip. It was really soon after I started streaming, and I had you on to come and react to BlizzCon, and we reacted to BlizzCon together on stream live, and about 40 minutes into it, there was 0 people in chat, and somebody popped into chat and said, "Is your buddy supposed to be muted?" So that's pretty
Streaming
cool.
wasn't figured out yet.
we were still getting the lay of the land. My buddy was not supposed to be muted.
Yeah, it was a funny bit we were working on. We just needed someone to see it.
But it sure didn't make for a very rewatchable reaction to BlizzCon that year. But I'm proud to say I haven't streamed to 0 people in a very long time. We really turned a corner here, twitch.tv/JakeTwitchin. I now have people giving us actual feedback. Then they say, Squanky's mic is hot. We're good.
Yeah.
Everything is fine around
here. He's saying
here.
the gamer words again. Turn him off. You gotta mute him.
We can do that. At the touch of a button, you can get out of here. But yeah, we went to BlizzCon, so it kind of all starts for us. We've been, friends for like a decade plus now. But our group of friends was really hot on Heroes of the Storm, was our Blizzard game, the MOBA that we got into.
If we want to be really fair, you and I were hot on Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
If they wanted to play games with us.
Evco and Hooper would also tag along if we made them. And the opportunity arose and we were like, we should just go out to fucking BlizzCon. And we did. We kind of like made an occasion. We bought tickets to BlizzCon. And the first year that we went in 2018, we just kind of flew out there into LAX. We Ubered over to Anaheim. We went to the convention and then we left the day after and had a good time. Yeah. It was a pretty straightforward trip, and we decided to do it again the next year.
You got
but
really
the next
into
year,
collecting pins during
yeah,
that
we
first
did
year,
get into fucking collecting pins, that's for sure. I'm a sucker for a good pin collection as a fucking Disney adult. Then the second time that we went, we made it a fucking occasion. We went out in 2019 We went to Disneyland and we checked out Star Wars, fucking Galaxy's Edge. We did BlizzCon, obviously. It was also Disneyland.
Was, really new at that point.
Really new. It only had the one fucking thing.
Year, yeah.
Yeah, it only had like the one attraction that we went on, the Millennium Falcon ride. And then we also, after that, flew to Vegas and did like a week in Vegas, which was a very good trip.
Whole thing of it.
Yeah, for sure. You got any specific memories of BlizzCon that were really dope?
I don't know. It's one of those things that there's a lot of really cool events going on, and it's one of those, if you were going to a BlizzCon this year, I would pick 2 or 3 events that you really want to attend, but leave a lot of room to breathe and just kind of freestyle it. It's like a really cool place to just kind of walk around and experience it. Take it in. For sure. You know,
there's a lot of like-minded people, and it's
but really just kind of let loose there, you know, walk
and
around
I feel
and
like
see what you run into.
Conventions get a really bad rap, I feel like, for being kind of like shitty to go to, and everyone's kind of like disgusting and it smells, and like there's a little bit of that, but it's not that bad. Like maybe it's because we went during like peak Overwatch hype and it brought out some more normies. It wasn't just like the dungeon dwelling World of Warcraft fans. I'm sorry, I was one of you.
Yeah, listen, we've all been there. We've all been in our basement playing tons of World of Warcraft.
But there was like a big emphasis on like esports. Like when we were going, like there was like StarCraft 2 finals, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch World Cup happened there. Like there's
that was
a
in the
whole
big arena
bunch of
too.
shit.
We sat and saw that for a little while. It was like fun. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, it was awesome. XQC was there playing for fucking Canada and shit like that. And then the musical guests, obviously. Hold on, I gotta go crack my window. Talk about the musical
was wandering around. You didn't know who Amaranth was at the time yet, I don't think. Who knows? Maybe you did. But yeah, it's just it's a really cool time. They've been doing it at that Anaheim Convention Center for a while now too, so they've really got it figured out. Convention layouts can be tough. It's sometimes does suck if you want to go see something. There could be 2 of your things you want to see back to back, and one of them is at the main stage, and one of them's on a satellite place, and it's a 20-minute walk no matter what you do. But all in all, I don't know. It's
not bad
cool
at all
to just walk around and play things by ear.
It's a luxury, no doubt, but I think it's like I think it's a worthy luxury. Like I had a good time every time. Like if Heroes of the Storm was still a supported game, I would be more interested in going this year. Like if I had a real like horse in the race at Blizzard
after
right
this
now.
one.
No, so that's the thing. Like let's like strap on our fucking tinfoil helmets a little bit. There's been reason to believe. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say the other like one memory that really sticks out is the Diablo year. Giga chatting both of us into give you your flowers here. We were kind of looking at that main stage and it was pretty full up, and they were what was it? We came up to the side entrance and you just talked to the guy running it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So we went to like the entrance, and to the left of like the entrance to the main stage, there was clearly a very big like demo unit station with a bunch of computers that were covered up. And I was talking to the guy and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? He's like, can't tell you now, but hang tight, and I definitely will. So I was like, okay, so we just posted up there.
I was even talking first about, that's absolutely true. The first part I was talking about though is, do you remember that you had to like sneak us kind of both into the main hall? Like they were cutting off the main hall.
Yeah.
Because I vaguely remember that year, and you were like, oh, hey, guy, we got to get in there. And the guy was like, I don't know. And you're like, come on, man.
I think it was like I was like, we were just in there. We're coming. Yeah. I was like, we were already here. We're coming back in. You guys told us. I go, your friend over there told us that we'd be able to come back in. And he was like, all right, just fucking go. Something like that. I do remember now. I do remember.
And because he was actually right, there was no more room. Because of that, we were wandering around with like no seat to sit in the main hall. And that demo area was directly behind.
And what happened was, during the convention, during the opening ceremony, they did the Blizzard fucking 1-2 of like, hey, check it out, here's a cinematic for a brand new game. It's Diablo 4, and then right as the trailer ended, they took off the fucking things, and it's the Diablo 4 demo station. So we were in the very first group of like 90 to 110 people that were shuttled into that during the opening ceremony to play Diablo 4. So like we are, the opening ceremony is happening, we're watching it basically on a screen, the stage is way out in the distance, and we're sitting there playing Diablo 4 before the rest of the fucking world. Like we are among the first public people ever to play Diablo 4 at this point. And we played our demo, the demo ends, and I was like, dude, I was like half paying attention, half playing the game, half trying to watch the fucking show. Can we just get another round? He's like, yeah, go ahead, roll another character. So we just sat at the Diablo station for the entirety of the opening ceremony. It was fucking sick.
Like 90 other lucky people were just sitting there playing, like double dipping for what that demo experience was supposed to be, because the main show was still going on, so no one was really coming over to it. We just were seated by it. So
we ended up getting some of the best spots in the house.
And then the rest of that BlizzCon, that line was like a 2.5 hour wait, and we just never had to do it again.
Absolutely.
We got our fill on that first day, and
that was huge. It was like, it was that we got to play Overwatch 2 was the second biggest line, and that's the longest wait that we ended up taking. And then it was like Warcraft 3 Reforged, which we didn't even play, which, I mean, we fucking played that before. Who needs to? Not a big deal. And then that was like all for like big announcements, I feel like. Let's talk about this BlizzCon and what to expect here. Because there's been reason to believe that there could be, and I'm not going to get my hopes too far up, but Heroes of the Storm has been dormant. The thing that happened last time was that they announced Heroes of the Storm has this, and this coming, and then right after BlizzCon, they announced
really
that...
cool, awesome.
Yeah, they announced that Heroes of the Storm is dead and no longer fucking supported. I was like, oh, okay, fuck us. What am I supposed to do with this sweet windbreaker I just bought?
Yeah. Or this awesome shirt I'm wearing under the windbreaker.
God damn. They really fucked us there. But there has been some rumblings of, obviously, like, this is going to be an interesting BlizzCon because Blizzard was in the last month acquired by Microsoft officially. So the big question that we've been asking is Phil Spencer going to show up? Will there be anything to announce here in regards to that? The answer is who the fuck knows. But there's also been rumblings for Heroes of the Storm in that this game has been in basically maintenance mode, where it's just kind of like keeping the servers up and making tiny little balance changes to getting its first full balance patch in like a year, 2 years plus maybe, since it was basically killed off. So people are thinking, like, what does this mean? Could there be a resurgence? If you don't know Heroes of the Storm, it's a MOBA like League of Legends, but it takes IP from other Blizzard properties and mashes them into one. So you can play as Kerrigan from StarCraft against like Thrall from World of Warcraft against Tracer from fucking Overwatch. And with the idea of like Activision being a part of this, Microsoft being a part of this, what would it look like if we brought Heroes of the Storm back, gave it another shot at life, put Master Chief in the fucking game against Banjo-Kazooie, started to make it our MOBA Smash Brothers? Wishful thinking, of course, but
it already had a little bit of that goofy edge to it anywhere, where that type of thing would fit in it, honestly. Like, you'd have to change some of it a little bit, but I mean,
there no harm can be done at this point.
No, I think it's a little bit of a pipe dream, but it does seem like a why not throw a little bit of money at this and see if it takes off by injecting it with some new IP life. Because I don't want to say that Blizzard was scraping the bottom of the barrel, because they weren't. They were adding things like Deathwing, and they still had like a roadmap of some cool characters. Yeah. But realistically, throwing in 8 to 10 new IPs that you can just really rev up the kind of variety of,
I think it would be something.
Would be interesting.
They're heroes, champions, or league.
That's true. I know. I'm not a real gamer anymore. Not a real Heroes fan. But the other side of it, I would say, is I do think a game like StarCraft 2 has been in maintenance mode for whatever, a decade, but it does still occasionally get balance patches to keep it kind of current and working for people that want to run tournaments for it. So it's possible it's just that, but you know, I'm gonna hold on to that hope that they want to do something fun with it. Maybe it exists and we might as well try. That's obviously the fucking dream. Let's talk. We got about 2 minutes until showtime. Let's just talk real quick about what we'll definitely see today, which will be, obviously, we'll probably hear of a new World of Warcraft expansion, whatever the follow-up to Dragonflight is, and some patch content there. We'll definitely see a new season of Diablo 4, probably new playable, what do you call them, race? Class? Class. They're probably going to celebrate the launch content. And then, give us another content update.
Hearthstone new expansion, always, it's a given.
Sure.
Overwatch 2 will get a new hero reveal and probably some sort of roadmap for
a dope
getting
trailer,
that game
probably that will
back on
make
track.
Us cry. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? And then Warcraft Rumble should be probably a pretty big piece of this, because that game launched today. And if you're not sure what Warcraft Rumble is, it's their first Warcraft iOS game. I played about an hour of it this morning. Not an hour. I played about 15 minutes of it this morning, and it's interesting. It is very similar to, if you've ever played Final Fantasy 7 or 7 Remake Intergrade, it is very similar to Fort Condor in that it is a like drag and drop units to almost do like a active tower defense battle. To destroy the enemy's tower before your enemies destroy your tower. If you play the game, you'll have played something like this on a phone at some point recently. It doesn't seem out of this world. It's not like, I'm not like, oh, I gotta hop in and play more Warcraft Rumble, but it seems to be using the IP in the right way, and it's got a nice style to it. I'll check it out again, I think, but we'll definitely see some more of that. Big questions, lingering questions is, do we see Blizzard's long-rumored new IP that is a survival game that I think we've seen a single screenshot of already? Would probably be the biggest hope for an announcement. Something along the lines of like a Minecraft Valheim type of craft some shit type of thing.
I feel like there was a StarCraft 3 leak somewhere too. Like
StarCraft 3 would be fucking huge. Yeah, even if it's just like a title or something like that would be big. But it's showtime. Chat, let us know. If you can hear and see everything right. If you're watching this on YouTube, fucking follow me. What the hell? I gotta stop being mean about that.
Nah, you're fine. They know. They're watching. They know. It's playful.
Yeah. Queen? Lilith? Girl from Hearthstone? About to light this Blizzy.
Yeah, that's not the innkeeper.
Blizzy from
here comes.
Oh, that's Warcraft Rumble shit right there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that style's definitely.
Let your Blizzies for BlizzCon, chat. It's time.
Yeah. Oh, are you still cracking 150 packs after this or what?
Oh, that's right. Maybe. That right there is the style of Warcraft Rumble.
Yep.
Anduin? I know a lot of these characters' names more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
I'd like to admit it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's very
that's
Clash of
Heroes
Clans.
of the Storm so cool is that you knew all their names and kind of knew what they were about.
This is a good hype trailer. This gets me hype. Game on. But definitely a thing that they've said before today.
Game on BlizzCon.
This is BlizzCon 2023.
Yeah.
Please welcome
is it?
the president of Blizzard Entertainment,
It's not.
Mike Ibarra.
New guy. Everyone else has been fucking fired.
No
J. Allen Brack was the fucking fall man.
Yeah.
Mike Morheim left
I don't have a ton of love in my heart for J. Allen Brack, but guy got a bad deal.
It certainly did.
How's everybody doing?
I'm gonna boost it a little bit for you, chat, now that it's all dialogue and not fanfare.
This is the best gaming community in the world, hands down.
What's up there?
Down. Thank you. Wow. Hello, BlizzCon.
He's a corporate stage smiler. He's got that.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's practiced this a lot lately.
Finally.
He knows what to do with his hands.
All of us.
Power stance.
I love you too. All of us at Blizzard have missed this so much. It's 4 years. It's been 4 years. You know what I say to that? That's too damn long.
Yeah, got him.
Where's our heroes of Overwatch at?
Yourself.
Don't say heroes of. Where's our heroes of the Storm fans? Can you imagine? Overwatch, Diablo, Warcraft.
Oh, Dig, just from being to BlizzCon before, do you notice this isn't the normal place? This looks like it's in the arena that they did the Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it went up.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Sharing what we're working on all the time. But to share it in person with all of you and to hear your stories.
Yeah, usually it's on like
cannot be matched.
All A or whatever.
Meeting you all face to face inspires us. And we put this energy and enthusiasm back into everything we do. Thank you all for being here.
You're welcome.
In fact, we have tens of thousands of you here in Anaheim, California today, and we hope you enjoy the immersive experience we've created here at the show. We also have millions of people watching right now on stream.
It's us.
Blizzcon,
And you, chat.
please
That's you.
help me welcome everyone watching from around the world.
I don't know if we're quite at millions. We'll see. Let's see what the numbers pan out to.
Whether you're a hardcore or a casual gamer, or if it's been a while since you picked up one of our games, we're here to show you the Blizzard we are today and the Blizzard we are becoming. But BlizzCon isn't just about the latest
Right from your BlizzCon pass, yeah.
It's all about you.
Community.
Players are at the forefront of everything we do, and we're devoted to supporting these incredible communities, communities you can be proud of to be part of. All of us, gamers, developers, and fans, we all are united in our shared love for gaming. The person sitting next to you or watching online and chat with you could be your next guildmate, teammate, or lifelong
Chat, do you want to be my guild mate?
We all have this in common.
Will you join my guild?
I've always felt Blizzard brings players together a little differently. Our players have made connections that span continents, languages, and generations. We all have that one story, that incredible play of the game, that clutch card draw, or that raid encounter that your guild barely survived. I know, I've been there too. I know many of us
can't afford the guild fee. Sorry, it's okay. We'll spot you.
A friend who
just looking for we're just looking for takers, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Any guilders? Yeah, asking the right questions.
Celebrate our real life wins, or to support us during a difficult time. That's certainly been true for me.
It's good. Yeah, take a video of it.
Thanks to my experience,
they're not going to be available online after.
For the last 25 years, I've met most of my best friends from all over, and I'm
lots of wooers in this audience.
That some of them are here today. Gus, Pika, Nick, Scoodles, and of course
Scoodles.
Billy and Kaylee, who put up with
Tag yourself. I'm Scoodles.
Too often.
Every squad has one.
I always know that no matter what is going on in real life, they will be there. No matter what game we're playing,
they too will be there, ignoring their responsibilities.
I can always rely on.
Naming themselves.
And I know many of you
Scoodles.
share that feeling. BlizzCon truly
instead of taking care of their child.
As players.
Shishwa, gilding up. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for the sub, you icon. I turned off the fucking animation because the audio doubles. It comes through my Discord audio. It would be a nightmare. It's so fucking good to me. I appreciate it. 9 months.
We'll make a special alert for you.
Yeah.
Our friendships grow.
I like the sound of that.
All of us are so grateful to be part of this community.
What an icon.
And in everything we do, we are in service to you. We know we don't do everything perfectly, but thanks to your feedback, we never stop striving.
You guys seemed pretty good at treating women poorly for a good decade or two.
For everyone. We're proud of the worlds we build, but your experiences within those worlds bring them to life, and your connections with each other are what inspires us the most. Now, many of you may have heard the recent news about Blizzard joining the Xbox gaming family.
Spencer, bring out our boy. Our
from
fucking
the ceiling
boy.
like HBK. Right in.
Xbox believes that gaming is a unifier that we should all be able to play anywhere and any way we want to play.
I'm excited for this.
That when the creativity of some of the best developers,
you're an IP mashup guy.
I love it. I love it. I'm a Phil guy. I'm a big Phil guy.
Everyone wins. With that in mind, someone is here backstage who'd like to say hello.
It's our fucking boy.
Yeah.
There's only one person.
Papa's here.
Over the years, he and I played a bunch of games together. Please join me in welcoming my friend, our friend, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer.
Yeah, baby.
My paycheck giving friend.
Phil's here. Phil's on the fucking world tour right now doing victory laps in the Warthog. He doesn't give a fuck. Everyone, unless you're a woman or a Hong Kong protester. True. True.
He's gonna do a backflip on stage just because he.
Look
can.
at
Thank you, Mike.
Phil is fucking glowing.
And hello,
Phil
everybody,
wasn't expecting a
BlizzCon.
2-year fucking legal
This
battle
is my first BlizzCon
to acquire,
ever.
and he's finally able to just
And it's
exist.
great to feel the energy in the room. You
He
are
saves
the reason
BlizzCon.
we
I'm
make
forever
games.
dead to Phil. I'm at the
Your
altar
love
Phil.
for these games truly is inspiring. I recently have spent so much time playing Diablo 4 with my friends. Season 2 is awesome.
With my friends that I definitely
And I
have.
can tell you that I can't wait for you to see what
Aren't
the
just
team
other
has
CEOs
planned
of
for this.
companies I'm gonna buy.
Blizzard occupies a special place in the gaming industry, for me as well. Throughout Blizzard's history, they've pioneered and refined so much across the gaming industry, and many of you here today have been a part of that journey. Think of Diablo. It
You were just
propelled
thinking
the
of
action
Diablo, got that
RPG
guy
Yeah,
genre forward.
holy shit. I love
StarCraft.
thinking about Diablo.
Spawned the foundation of what esports would eventually become. And with StarCraft 2, it was a major catalyst for the evolution of games as live entertainment. World of Warcraft
Heard of that one too.
changed not only
Yeah.
how people developed and supported games, but really it introduced a much wider audience to the concept of online communities. And Overwatch not only reimagined gameplay, but also the representation possible in class-based shooters.
Caught up with my favorite problematic boy, Bobby
Blizzard's
Kotick.
influence is everywhere. Because of its enduring
That's our
legacy
baby boy, Bobby.
and
He's never done
phenomenal
anything wrong.
revolutionary development.
The Overwatch fans sound
Care
upset. Yeah,
and craft
it's been a tough year to be an
that is
Overwatch
incredibly
fan.
rare in this industry.
They've basically murdered
Our
Overwatch.
commitment at Xbox is to bring more great games to more players in more places. And now that Blizzard is part of Xbox, we will nurture the essence of what has made Blizzard unique.
Are we gonna get some announcements of how it's gonna integrate? You think today or no?
We're going to
They've
empower our new colleagues.
Been on the record as saying none of
in a
it's
culture
happening
of
until
trust,
2024, but they might tell what the
inclusion,
plan
and
is.
Collaboration.
Right. Yeah, I guess
To
that's what I meant,
continue
like a
what they
roadmap
do
of.
best, redefining existing genres.
One of the things that people
creating
point to a
new,
lot is like
never-before-seen
the World of
experiences,
Warcraft finally come to consoles.
And uniting players globally in new ways.
Is there a
And
Azeroth,
integrating that
the
subscription into Game
Sanctuary,
Pass would be huge
near
too. A lot of people would
future
return, I'm
and
sure.
beyond.
Yeah.
It has been a privilege to welcome
Or
the
like an
teams at
ultimate
Blizzard
level or
Xbox.
something.
And
Yeah,
I'm honored to be able to be here to help welcome
But I
all
think
of you to BlizzCon
probably fluff more than anything
2023.
else.
Having seen what's in store for players, I can say the future of Blizzard is brighter than ever. And you all have so much to look forward to in this show.
All right, Phil, hyping it up.
What else was some stuff?
So I'll get out of here, let you see the show. Thanks everyone for the warm reception, and have a great time at BlizzCon.
It's such an old school press conference. Like, it's definitely, obviously, it's a conventions conference. You don't see it very often anymore, but like
How about that?
very long-winded.
You know,
Been to funerals
part
that
of
went
what makes
quicker.
this
Jimmy,
such an
welcome in.
exciting time
I get
for
it.
Blizzard is that we've never been more empowered, free,
The old
and
Catholic
dedicated
wedding
to
style
holding true to
presentation.
what makes Blizzard unique than we are today. We are accountable.
Gray
for
shirt
creating
grew
this
up in
next
it.
chapter of
For
Blizzard
real.
with all
Good
of
look.
you. We take this responsibility very seriously as we learn, grow, and get better every day. This is the start.
Could only
of a
let
new
this guy
era.
speak at the
So
shareholder
much more
meetings.
is
It would be a
possible.
smart move.
We just
And
learned
you'll
this
see
year
some of
our
that over the
employees are
next couple days.
humans.
Coming up, you'll
Oh.
hear from some new friends and some old friends
New friends?
who are returning.
Sad thing is
to
he's
the
only in his
BlizzCon
early
stage
20s.
to show more about the games in the world.
This man's
we
fresh out
all
of college. All right, what's the
Before I
first game they
go-
show, chat? Tell me.
love. I want to take a moment to thank our Blizzard team.
Playing Fortnite. I played leading into this. It was all right.
They hire him because he can do fake tears on stage. He's doing fake tears on
Oh my
stage.
god, he's fucking
Aw.
crying.
Give me some of them crocodile tears. That makes
Yeah,
12 years
he
of
had to do
these
this. Now
allegations
look,
go
he
away.
just won. He won over the fans. He'll come out here and lick his tears up.
You are some of the most talented individuals on the planet.
Oh, Jacob,
And
sorry that we're not going to get you that Blizzard sponsorship
We are
again this year.
capable of building the most legendary universes in gaming. Our future, our creative freedom.
Human rights
our
are new to
path
us. Please
forward
grow
is
with us.
truly
Yeah.
our own.
It's weren't fake. They
And I know
have
we
his
all
family.
stand together with a singular goal,
Fair, true.
to exceed player expectations.
They were
and
just
foster and support
transferred
each
from
other.
one situation to this.
Thank you for everything you do.
Heartfelt thank you to the internal team. Very good.
BlizzCon.
Very good.
Many of the Blizzard team are here today in Anaheim, working hard to ensure you enjoy your time here.
Yeah, the people at fucking that work for Blizzard work the craziest
BlizzCon.
jobs for this. Like, they
Yeah.
barely
Finally,
hire out for BlizzCon. If
on
you're like a
behalf of
designer on
everyone at
Heroes of the
Blizzard,
Storm, you
we
might
wanna
end up
say
working like the
thank you.
fucking merch booth
Thank
for the
you.
weekend.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Thank you.
insane.
From the bottom
That's
of my
another thing
heart
about going there
to
is you
our
do meet a bunch
players,
of people, and they're
past,
all
present,
pretty
The
cool.
employees that are just like humans are really dope.
Yeah.
Like, this guy makes like $60,000 a year designing
Most
art for
importantly,
Overwatch,
thank you for being
and
part of
he's
our
just out
community.
smoking fucking cigarettes with
This
us. Like,
is what BlizzCon is all
Yeah.
about.
before he has to go back and cover somebody's break at the fucking
Everything we
Warcraft
do
3 demo
is for
station. Like,
all
it's
of
so
you.
weird.
And it's an honor to be a part of these worlds with you. Now, welcome to BlizzCon.
Oh,
Straight into a
BlizzCon's
trailer?
happening.
All right. Overwatch. Or is it going to be just an everything? I think it's going to be a new
You wanted to see if there was more out there.
Overwatch 3.
Well, see for yourself.
Sorry, guys.
We know 2
Promise
wasn't
this
what
time
we
we'll
see.
do a
You gotta-
campaign.
Single players coming. No takesies, backsies.
Pinky swear. Phil said we had to.
Everybody looks young here.
Every one of you.
Are they doing like a flashback type of thing? Or is this just like a greatest hits type of thing?
I'll see you at the finish line. Did you really think this would be a fair fight?
Interesting to lead with Overwatch. They're making Pixar movies, they always have been. Blizzard cinematics are no joke when they don't phone it in.
Mama's got you.
Art racing, I'd be so down.
I'm in my widow era now. Wow.
I just in the
Technically,
middle of
we
this want,
could
like,
pop
a-
up in some of these things.
True, yeah. I was gonna say in the middle of this, I want like a 1 minute incoherent ramble from XQC.
Give us the real. Showing clips from the K-pop collab. Oh my god, what a time.
Please welcome Overwatch Game Director,
Oh, good, another
Aaron
person.
Keller.
Yeah, who's the big Overwatch guy who left?
Oh yeah, he did the.
He
two
was
that
like a
we went
Blizzard-
to, right?
Yeah, he's like the Blizzard darling for a long time.
He was like the favorite presenter, and I don't remember his name.
Hello,
but, like,
Sure.
all the Blizzard fans there loved when he talked
Yeah.
the most.
Was that like a hype
Ever
video for
since
past
we
events? It's
first
just like,
revealed
remember how much you like Overwatch?
2014, You
Yeah.
have grown this
Try to
universe
forget it's
into
kinda bad
something
right now.
Truly unique and beautiful. Every single day, we see millions of players jumping into matches,
Jeff
forging
Kaplan.
new friendships, and showing
Nice.
off their skills.
That's
Man.
We
That's
launched
cool.
Overwatch 2 last October, and it has been such an incredible year.
Designer on.
Since then,
Oh, he was the game
you've been
director on World of
crushed by
Warcraft
Davis Meg
when it came
over
out.
26 million
And then he moved on to.
times.
He's got fucking hits under his
Had
belt.
more
He
than
launched
79
Warcraft, World of
79
Warcraft, and
million
Overwatch is a
lives
pretty good
saved by
fucking
that
thing
beast,
before everybody fucked
and
it.
played
Yeah, Jeff
65
Kaplan. Andrew's on it.
years Worth of prop hunt. I love prop hunt. The development of Overwatch is first and foremost focused on you, our players. We want
thanks.
our game to represent this global
It's still
community.
such a mess.
From
They're
the
just
release
calling it
of our
Overwatch, and it's
Civil War
Overwatch
to
2.
our
Like, it's still.
celebration of pride.
They really fucked that up.
To our first tie-in Peruvian heroes, Lifeweaver and Alari. We also want Overwatch to
Propaganda
recognize
Overwatch 2
those
is a huge
focused on
disappointment to all that touch it. Yeah, it's a notable
achievement and
downgrade.
prowess, and released our new progression system and the first set of Hero Mastery courses this year. And for those that
I
just
think
want
I
something a little
played
different,
it on like launch week
Yep.
we've
for a
run
couple
April
hours,
Fools
and that was
released
the end
a
of my
dating
Overwatch
sim,
2
an actual
experience
dating
to date.
sim, Loverwatch.
I think I played this on stream.
Listening
Yeah,
to your
for sure you did.
feedback is important
Also the
to
best
us.
hour of
And it's
Overwatch
driven
2
the
I've
team
seen.
to
Yeah.
make changes to some of the core systems of the game. We've been hard at work on an overhaul of our competitive
The best
system.
thing about Overwatch this year
We'll
was
get into
Amber
that a
Heard's
bit
Mercy
today
costume.
and
I
a
did
bunch
not
more
know.
over the course of BlizzCon. And there is
Elon
so
Musk was being weirdo
much
bragging about
more
getting Amber
to
Heard
come.
to dress up as Mercy.
We'd like
for
to
him,
give you
I
all a
think.
glimpse at as much as we're able to show
Nice.
you coming next year. And boy, do we have some fun
Classic
things to
Elon
talk
behavior.
about. So let's get into it.
We have Jeff Kaplan at home. Is this guy? Like,
To
Jeff
share our
Kaplan looks
first big
similar to
announcement,
him.
I am honored to introduce the art director of Overwatch, Dion Rogers.
Introducing, they actually don't. It's gonna be a shell game. They don't have anything to show us. They're just gonna keep introducing people, and we're gonna think there's about to be something.
Look, if I brought this picture up and said, this guy is the guy that was just on stage, you wouldn't disagree with me, right? Wrong. That's Jeff Kaplan. That's the original director. They hired his stand-in.
You know, Aaron and I have been working on this universe since before Overwatch had a name. Working together
It's
with
the hit parade of middle
incredible team
management,
back at
truly.
Blizzard. Many are with us today at BlizzCon. Creating such an incredible game with so many amazing people and seeing what it means to you all.
It's a nice stage setup with these multiple screens and layers. I do like this.
We work on, one of our favorites is to create new heroes.
It feel really disappointing if they didn't show us anything on it.
You know, Overwatch is full of big personalities.
I can't say they're bringing down the house right now, opening with Overwatch 2. You know?
Overwatch 2, that's gonna just be a new hero, probably.
Yeah, a new
Maybe
hero
a
and like
promise
a new.
to
We haven't
do
leaked
better.
any articles.
Yeah, and probably a level.
We haven't
Yeah.
I don't know.
spray or two. And we've left zero
And a spray or
hints,
two.
especially not in our recent Samoa map. Now, who's ready to meet the newest hero?
You gotta go with big thing first to blow their socks off for sure. Let's hope for a high quality. This should be high quality. It typically
Yeah,
is.
I'm sure.
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
We were there for the Ash announcement, and it was dope.
It was super hype.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, it's
That's my
The
name,
Rock
all
from
right.
Moana.
Mauga. Yeah, Maui. Yeah, everyone's gonna say that, right? Everybody is on the same page here. He named his guns. This is a good hero design, though, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah.
Trouble. Actual
Dope little backbeat.
footage.
Two big Bastion-style guns is pretty hot shit.
Yeah.
He charges like Reinhardt.
So soon, I'm gonna miss ya.
Did you just say Samoa?
Don't tell me that's it.
Wowie Maui, good shit, Hawk.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Wowie Maui.
I got your back.
Combining Wowie
Feller of the
Zowie.
week, Wower Maui.
Yeah, Wowie Maui gets you Feller of the Week. Congratulations. Bad news for the feller that's actually on stream today.
So it goes. I gave it up willingly, you know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you're beat? You're beat.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Samoa.
The wait.
It's weird to just say where you're from in that song.
We're gonna have a
Oh, America. Lemmy, welcome in. Second, yeah. We've been live for 2.5 hours, chat. What's wrong with you?
Nailed it.
I love it. We had a lot of fun.
Sleep behind the wheel.
We got double-digit
It's amazing to
viewers.
finally announce Mauga. He was first introduced, you guys know, 4 years ago in a short story.
Probably some
and he's been
Lemmy's
the
got some
subject of a lot of
underground
fun
deals
theories.
going on.
Ever since that first introduction,
Too stoned, I
fans
get
have
it,
been asking
Subs.
when he may become a playable hero.
Welcome
We're
in, Lemmy.
excited. We finally have our first
Big
Samoan
reaction day.
hero.
You caught Squanky on stream for the first time in a while, too.
Here I am.
Yeah, how do you say this guy's name? Mauga? Maga? Maga. It must be Maga.
I don't think Maga.
I think it's Maga. I'm pretty sure.
They're taking it back. Blizzard's taking Maga back.
He's a cunning tactician, always one step ahead of his enemies. One of the core goals whenever we make an Overwatch...
I don't look at that guy and think cunning tactician. I think fucking crazy maniac who barges through doors.
Representation with each hero. And
3 weeks off for an expected piss test that became, oh no, it's just a mouth swab and we're cannabis friendly, just don't smoke at work. Og.
Yeah. I feel like that's 90% of workplaces these days.
For sure.
Because they want to have employees.
Yeah.
And if they don't do that as a...
And now you can do that thing where you show up to work sober for 2 weeks, feel it out, and start getting high at work.
Yeah.
Like me, every time I start a new job, this one's going to be different. I'm not going to smoke while I work here.
Okay.
Within a month, I'm fucking zonked out.
Taking place here at the Blizzcon Arena. And
making decisions that impact people.
And also how to best utilize...
3 weeks off, lower your tolerance. True. Tolerance break. Just chalk it up to that.
Finally, we know Mauga's going to be pretty awesome when he joins competitive play.
Mauga.
But before then, some of the best players in the world are competing
close
in this
to
weekend's
Play it clean for 2 months. $2 raise at play
check it
after
out.
the first review. Got it.
Legacy.
You guys ready to hop back into Overwatch, chat? Mauga's coming.
All year long, teams around the world have battled, chasing
those
glory,
places.
hoping to etch their homeland in the history books.
Those are on Earth.
He's still fragging like a madman.
Headed to 5-man rampage.
Bragging like a madman. What a
They've
time to be
tasted
alive.
victory. They've overcome defeat, and all along, the hopes of their fans have lifted them up.
Overwatch World Cup is a sweet idea. It's just, it sucks that they've shot themselves in the foot so bad right now. Like, Blizzard is very much at this very moment at the worst place it's ever been, as far as like
once more back
industry
to where it all
interest, I would say.
Yeah.
Each team can see their
Even
name
if they
on the
won back a
championship
little bit of
trophy.
their fan base favor, it's
Community
not
has
much.
rallied behind
And they
them.
just...
And the
They
wait
don't.
is
The
finally
industry
over.
doesn't look to what's Blizzard
The
doing right
Overwatch
now
World Cup
like they
finals
used to,
start
as
now.
far as
Riot
what
came
should our
and ate
next
their
move be.
fucking lunch, is what's happened. Like,
Yeah,
the Overwatch
3
players are
games were
playing
like
Valorant.
built off their games that did
Please
better than
welcome
anything they've done in the
Overwatch
last
For sure.
decade, and it's
Zoe
been
Schmidt.
rough.
Yeah, it's tough, but I have faith like in the IP, and I have faith in Phil Spencer writing the ship. Like, I feel like he's gonna do really well
Fantastic to see all
with these
those
motherfuckers.
memories
RIP
on the big
Overwatch League
screen.
for sure.
And we're here to make some more. What's up, BlizzCon?
Jake, is this the girl we met that time?
It's so
Is
great
it?
to
I was
be
just
back
thinking
for
that.
4 years with the Overwatch World Cup.
It
This
might
event
be.
has always been
I don't
such
think
a
so,
special
but
event
also-
because it truly serves as a
What we're going
worldwide
on, chat,
tribute
is there was
to the
someone we
beautiful
met
and
for
diverse
worked from
Overwatch
Blizzard who
community.
had that
This
haircut.
weekend we get to celebrate.
All right,
teams
if
and
we're
players
being
from around
honest,
the world.
I would guess that like a good 5% of the company has that haircut.
The different
Yeah.
personalities. We're gonna see different metas emerge even.
I don't
It's
remember her
just
accent.
Very exciting to see
No, me
familiar
either.
faces, big household
I only remember her
names
haircut,
in
if I'm
the
being
competitive
honest.
Overwatch scene
Yeah.
take the stage.
She
form
seems
those
very
star-studded
nice. This
lineups.
person seems nice.
Fearless,
Maybe.
super,
Yeah.
Gushue,
It all
and the
adds up
likes.
to being the same
But
person,
each
maybe.
year, we also
I'm interested
get
in the
to
way
witness
she's wearing
new
that shirt.
players
That is a
emerging onto the
French
scene,
tuck.
taking the spotlight. It
And
truly
I
is a
think I'm
special
correct on
event
that.
for a special community, and
Nice
I'm very
show.
honored.
Can someone
and truly
Google
happy
French
to
tuck?
be part of it all.
Yeah.
Now I know that all of you here
But
in Anaheim,
not Urban Dictionary,
everyone
just
watching at
regular.
home, is joining us
Regular
all
dictionary,
over
French
Who
tuck.
let the barista wander on
You
stage?
can see
It's fucking
so are our
crazy.
players.
Very
Among them,
unhinged.
a former 3-time World Cup champions, Team South Korea, and the
Okay, I'm gonna need a
only
definition on
team
French tuck.
that
Tell me if I'm
managed
right on
thus
this.
far to stop their reign, and that
We got
is
a
the
color block
United
shirt
States of
here,
America.
French tucked into what appears to be standard black, likely Lululemon leggings.
That's right.
Jake, you are a cultured
I'll tell you,
man. I
it's
was
not
right on
gonna
the French
be
tuck,
easy.
wasn't I?
It's not gonna be easy. If you watch
I
the
do be
group
fashioning
stages, if you
sometimes,
watch the
you know?
first game today, tough competition ahead for Team USA. And if you want to find out if one of our
Yeah, it looks like it
former
can either
champions
be
will
one
remain
half. It looks like
victorious,
more
or
traditionally
one of
it's
the other
front
6
tucked
teams will
in,
seize
back
their
not,
inaugural
but it
season
can also
title.
be
Make sure to join us.
side
but
and
also
side
will be
like
treated
that.
to fantastic
Yeah,
gifts
for
So you're
sure.
right.
of course. No,
You think
we
she's
will
French when
offer
she's tucking?
Special drops all weekend long on the Player Watch Twitch channel. Now, we have a lot of amazing Overwatch 2 action on the horizon and so much to play for our
U-Hauls the
teams.
second date, entirely possible.
$500,000 on the line and counting.
Over under on
Raced
cats
directly by
owned,
all of
4.5.
you, our passionate and amazing fans.
I'm going under.
But they're all hypoallergenic.
Yeah, give it up for yourself.
They're expensive. She's never
Now,
rescued
of
a
course,
fucking thing.
The winning team will walk away with a big bag, but this year, each and every single player out of the 43 teams participating will be earning a share. And this is unprecedented in
Any sharers? Any sharers in chat?
esports history, and it would not be possible without all of you. So
I need a
once
fucking
again,
snack.
thank you so, so much.
I got Dunkaroos. Only because the carbon isn't big enough, you're probably right.
We will be crowning the 2023 Overwatch World Cup champions, and you can catch all the matches and all the action live in whole.
Hi, Hideo, welcome in.
Of course, on stream. I'm gonna be there. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you as well.
Don't mind me.
Now, please welcome back
It's eating
Aaron
Dunkaroos.
with a few more things to share on the game side.
Is this? We've got Jeff Kaplan at home who's coming back. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Mauga,
I'm telling you.
awesome.
Look at this shit.
World Cup matches all weekend. will
They
be
just hired a
so
stand-in.
Much fun.
Jeff was allowed to quit, but he had to leave his glasses.
Those are IP.
And special skins as part of an exciting collaboration with Le Seraphim.
Dunkaroos at your age? Am I a Toys R Us kid? If Toys R Us was open, I would be. Mine's
Everyone
closed.
can jump in game right now to take part, as well as check out their brand new music video for Perfect Night. And
Music
in honor
video.
of this
Get
collaboration,
hype.
Le Seraphim will take the stage and perform in the arena tomorrow after the
Just
community night ends.
I don't want to
around
be
6
down
p.m.
on this
Pacific.
yet, but I gotta say, the big opener was a very brief
Working on
hero
partnerships
announcement
like this, or what
or
we
new
did
champion
with
announcement.
One Punch Man earlier this
Yeah.
year
And
are
then
incredibly
talking
fun.
about
Yes. They provide us both
K-pop
the dev team
performance.
and the
Tournament that's
players
coming up.
a chance to
Yeah,
experience
it's not good.
some of our favorite universes and artists through the unique style of Overwatch. And next year,
Dunkaroos
we
with
have
sprinkles.
even more of these for you all to geek out about. Sadly, we can't reveal what those are all just yet, but maybe there are some other things coming in 2024 that we could give you a hint about. The Overwatch team has never had such clarity of vision when it comes to the future. From direct feedback, we hear what you love and want us to focus on. So, who wants to see a few of the things we're working on for next year?
Odd Howard. So you're looking for Diadeo?
We are creating a brand new core PvP game mode, Clash. In this new competitive mode, there are 5 points positioned in a row. The center point starts as the first objective, and
I
the
can hear it
teams
if I close my
battle
eyes.
back
Yeah.
and forth over the map, pushing into enemy
Todd
territory.
ass squirrely. Todd
or
Howard got
defending
beat
their
up a
own.
couple more times in high
Once
school.
a team captures all 5
Yeah.
points or reaches the maximum score, they win. Our initial Clash map is a tribute to a location we showed at Overwatch's first BlizzCon.
Remember the Overwatch Blizzardville, Blizzard Town
They
fucking
say
map?
cherry blossoms
Yeah.
are a sign
Shit was so good.
of rebirth
Oh,
and
Hanamura.
rejuvenation.
Yeah.
And
Look,
in
I even know the name.
2024, a rebirth of one of the original
Is it from playing Overwatch
maps
so much, or is
is
it
in
from
order.
playing Heroes of the Storm?
Heroes of the
so much?
Storm.
Within the Clash mode, we are returning to the home of the Shimada clan with the new Hanamura map, Hanaoka.
Oh.
Additionally,
That
we are
didn't get-
working
that
on
was a pause
overhauls
for
to some of
response
our
that didn't
most
come.
important in-game
Oh, Hanaoka. Everyone get fucking hyped.
competitive game, and in early 2024, we'll release a reworked version of our competitive system with all new competitive rewards.
Yeah. This is so not fucking it, dude.
To create themes
Yeah.
that speak to
They forgot
so
to
many
address
of
that
the
nobody
cool and
wants to
awesome
play their
things
game right now.
that
This
we
would
all
be
love.
this would be working if
Next year, you'll
Overwatch was at the
experience
height of its
Eldritch
powers right now, I think.
Egyptian
sure.
But it
For
needs
sure.
a comeback currently, not
witches,
Yeah,
and
they're
in a
now
mirror universe where
they're now
heroes
at the
become
point where there's not
villains
going to be a
and
big like
villains
mid
become heroes.
show announcement. We have to hope they're sticking the
And of
landing
course,
here because this is
Overwatch
not the way to
nothing
open it.
Without its heroes. Mauga
you know,
is the 39th
show business
hero in
typically on
Overwatch,
something like this.
and in
You want to open
2024,
strong,
we'll be
filler in the
releasing
middle,
3 more,
close strong.
and we want to
Maybe
give
a
you
couple
a
things
glimpse
peppered in
of
there,
2 of
depending
them.
on how long your conference is. this is
a new damage hero.
If this is their
venture
hot
I feel
opener,
like even as if you're an Overwatch fan, you're not even going crazy right now.
Yeah.
And this
is the email.
Again, yeah, to the point,
surface
if
of everything we
Overwatch was
have
at its
in the
height of its powers, people were
Join
loving
us
it, they were
tomorrow
doing
here
everything
and
right,
online, where
and
we go
they
in
just
depth
needed a
on
little
all
bit of
this
meta
and our
shakeup.
What's Next page.
Yeah, announcing a new
It will
hero
have
and
more
a couple of
information on
cool
Clash,
things going on.
the
That's
reworked
fine,
competitive
but that's
system,
not where this
a
game is
closer
right
look
now.
at Space
Not at all.
Kind of
Ranger,
misreading the
even
room.
early gameplay
Yep.
footage of Venture, and so
Yeah, we need like a
much
rework.
more.
So y'all pay money to see this usually.
For the first time ever during
like,
Sometimes.
Not only is our next hero
Sometimes like over $1,000 if you want to include everything.
but all of you at home can play Mauga
shit.
all weekend in
Too fucking funny.
But a lot of that
Quick
budget
play,
is what I'm
going
gonna
live
throw away in
right
Vegas
after the BlizzCon opening
Yeah, true.
ceremony concludes. Yeah. We know you'll love him just as much as we do. Thank you all. We'll see you in game.
Wow.
Will you though?
I'm surprised there wasn't even like a cinematic for like one of their characters or something.
Yeah, it was not as good. The budget has been cut from the Overwatch team, is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Oh, we took out a 100.
And we're looking at the Diablo 4 that has had a steep fucking drop off.
Yes!
Dude, I am shaking so hard.
Congratulations, the game is out.
It is different. I won't be seeing you anywhere after this. Yeah.
I think
Diablo 4 has been in honestly kind of bad shape too.
Yeah, I will cry.
I think that there are a lot of people that treated Diablo 4 the way that we treated it, where we hopped in and had a pretty hot and heavy first 3 weeks, and have fallen off drastically and not returned for any content yet.
I have a couple of friends that I work with that did something similar to us, and one of them did go back in season 2 and said they were really happy with like the tweaks and updates they've made to loot and how it feels. That's kind of gotten better, but
yeah.
The way he comes in is crazy.
Halsey.
Oh my God, the butcher!
You know the butcher from Call of Duty?
Yeah, I killed that guy in Call of Duty once.
They revived me.
These are also all clips of streamers that played it in that same first week we did and then stopped.
There are literally like goosebumps.
None of these
Go down a bit
people
more, go down a bit
are
more, go down a bit more. You got it!
Diablo
Yes!
streamers.
Let's go!
Completely.
Yeah.
I actually don't know that. I only knew like half of them.
Will you fight?
Druid outdone. Druid cool, but you can't fuck this Druid. Nobody wants it.
Yeah. Sorry, Baldur's Gate took that from you.
Blessed Mother.
This was just one of those games that like had big Game of the Year
Cut the dogs, by the
hype
way.
when it was coming out, and has since been so overshadowed by everything else that's come out this year.
For sure. It's not even technically that
Please
bad. It's just
welcome the
to your
general
point,
manager of
Blizzard's not at
Diablo,
that point in
Rod
its
Ferguson.
lifespan anymore where it releases something like a Baldur's Gate or
Yeah.
any other number of games that came out this year that just go, oh fuck, that game's really good.
How's everybody
And
doing?
is
Having fun?
perfect the way it is. Cool.
This is the only fucking face I noted I recognized so far. This guy survived the purge and actually wasn't cruel to women. It seems.
What a fantastic community we have.
What a time to be
What an
alive.
exciting year it's been. Now, you might have missed it, but in there was a clip of a blind gamer, Tylenif, defeating our hardest boss.
Treehorn, welcome in. Can't fuck this Druid. Not with that kind of attitude.
Now, we strive to make
You're
Diablo
right.
as approachable
You're right.
and as
I could do better.
accessible as possible. And watching clips like that make me
I was a Druid
and
in
the
WoW.
team
I played Druid in WoW too. I ended up being a
and of
shaman
course, I love
primarily
the
though.
tattoos. You know, I
Yeah, that
still
was your
can't
big
believe over
name, right?
1,000
Yeah.
people got
Horsing
permanent
around.
Diablo tattoos.
The
at
resto
public
shaman.
events, including me. And so, you know, Necromain for life.
Is that real, or is that like a
I hope so.
Peter Moore style? I think that was
We
real.
talk a lot about the last BlizzCon 4 years ago, and back then, you know, the Diablo community was hungry for even more experiences in that dark Gothic place.
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
between the high heavens and the burning
You just
hells,
said permanent tattoo.
little
What a
place we
guy.
call Sanctuary. And in that
That
time,
makes me think
I've
it's
been
not
very
real all of a
fortunate to work with
sudden.
some of the
Yeah.
No one
best
talks
hosts
about
in
their
the industry.
permanent tattoos.
People who
Check
love
out my new
Diablo
permanent
as much as the
tattoo.
rest of us. And it was their passion
You wouldn't
and
say that.
dedication to this universe that released a great new Diablo game every year for the last 3 years.
Diablo 2 Resurrected brought the return of the classic that helped define.
Yeah, I guess Diablo Immortal. Oh, how about the Diablo Immortal saga that we lived through?
So it was remastered for a new generation now for PC and console.
Check TMZ for the tattoo.
Immortal
Yeah.
brought Sanctuary to mobile for the first time.
Diablo Immortal seems to have died. I'm sure that there are a good 15,000 people that play Diablo Immortal, and there's a good 100 that spend $10,000 a week on it and keep it afloat.
That's all that needs to keep those servers running, baby.
Yep.
And then of course,
wailed the fuck up.
Now,
that game was also fine when I played it for about a week and said, "Boy, I wish this was a new computer Diablo game."
Yeah, it
and
was.
Then I barely played that.
We played over 1.
Yeah, there was no winning there.
million hours together so far.
That game needed to come out
Your love for the
2
game
years prior when it should have.
Just fuck it. Everyone's shitting on it. Drop it. It's probably okay. Just weather the storm.
Yeah, Squanky and I were in the audience for the "you guys don't have phones" line, the biggest memed line of.
We were asked the question.
The darkest Diablo story ever told.
Yeah.
Now is the perfect time to pick your class. Build
Half of
your
its
character,
AFK time, probably correct. I have a picture with that guy too somewhere.
What the hell it's all about.
Probably on this computer somewhere.
And with that, I'd like to introduce Diablo 4's 2 production directors.
You were nice to him. You were a safe port in what I assume was a very stormy sea he was traversing.
Yeah, I did say a nice thing to that guy. I saw him on like day 2 of BlizzCon in the afternoon, where he had already seen what had transpired the day before, no doubt, and he was just walking around on the floor. And I was like, dude, you're having a tough go of it, and your game does not look bad at all. Like, hope you're doing all right, pal.
I was helping to announce Diablo 4. To be here today with all of you is so awesome.
The launch was
incredible. Can't be easy.
We're really excited to be here today to share what's coming next. But first, let's highlight some of the player feedback that's in Season of Blood today. So many of you
D4 expansion? I don't think they're ready to announce D4 expansion. They might announce like Season 3 something, or like a new playable class, maybe?
Now is our new boss ladder.
I don't know.
This is a series of additional boss fights.
Was he just in a daze? He seemed pretty coherent
that will also
and chill.
be the return of our kind of gross but farmable and rewarding friend Duriel. Who you can go after for Uber
He was a guy who seemed like he was pretty into just making the game that he had been hired to make, and got thrown on stage into a situation he did not expect to go as badly
without
as
a
it did.
doubt. Without a
Like,
doubt.
you know.
And they fucked him because it was the year that everyone was expecting Diablo 4, and Diablo 4 wasn't there, and instead they gave you Diablo Immortal. And then by the time they came out next year, nobody fucking cared.
Yeah.
I know I've been taking advantage of that experience boost, and I have 2 characters in Season 4.
Too sad.
Of course, all that leveling is about getting that amazing loot. So we've also changed how item power works. We've raised the power cap, and it's now more closely tied to the level of monster you defeat to get it. The more challenging the fight, the better the loot.
IGN gave the new Call of Duty campaign a 4 out of 10. That feels right. It's phoned the fuck in with reused assets. They had a 9-month development time on it. It's impressive for what they did.
Is a great first step.
Right.
But we knew that was going to happen.
I was lurking for some of that stream, but I was watching you play, and I was like,
here's a few improvements.
yeah, Jake's having fun playing Call of Duty.
It's serviceable.
But I also get that it's for someone who's been playing a bunch of Call of Duties in a row, why you'd be like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, of absolute power. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation. I'm having a good time. Regardless, go figure. It's fun to shoot people in a Call of Duty game. Not that big of a fucking deal.
Before you run into the butcher.
I don't regret my purchase at all. I think, honestly, the thing that they're dealing with right now, that is maybe the worst thing, is that they put it out early by 8 days as the only early content that you can play. So if you're talking about Call of Duty right now, you're stuck talking about the campaign that came in under par, which seems like a weird move, where you could kind of brush it under the rug if people were also talking about the multiplayer and how good it is, or zombies and what that is. Instead, they've made a week-long focal point of how shitty the campaign is by releasing it early, which I think is a mistake.
In fact, starting next week,
I just wanted to pull it back for a quick second and say
class-specific rings
how good BlizzCon's going that you're actively talking about that right now while they're on a $300,000 stage giving fucking patch notes on Diablo 4 as their presentation.
Then on December 5th,
anyways, that's how this
Get
is
hype
going.
on your fucking malignant rings, baby.
I want to be excited for this, damn it.
Oh, fuck.
Give me something to work with.
Yeah, it's tough times right now.
Give you even more control over making just the right
And super short review, people burn through it and have a weird gap into multiplayer for sure. I'm savoring the flavor right now. I was ripping through, but I think I'll probably pump the brakes and try to do like one every 2 days, because I probably only have 2 hours of that campaign left. I'm probably halfway through it, which is fucking nuts.
Designed for players who have reached level 100, slain Uber Duriel, and mastered all of the other challenges.
Fucking patch notes is such a good call, though. It's a nightmare.
Will attain a Paragon
Like,
glyph
it was
constructed
4
of the
things in a
vampire
row
lord's
that were like,
very
we
own
fixed
blood.
search functionality,
beware,
gave you more
Avatar
room
of
for
Zir
gems.
starts
It's like,
difficult and
reads
only
like I
gets
was
harder.
looking at patch 20.5e or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Not only here, but in Sanctuary as well. Our first ever holiday event, Midwinter Blight, starts on December 12th.
Is this a Christmas event? Are you showing me a Christmas event for Diablo?
To transform the fractured peaks into a winter terror land, and it'll bring a whole new meaning to the word sleigh ride.
Got him.
Yippee!
And be sure to
I tried to press the laugh track.
Nothing is as terrifying as Chris's puns, but I will be sure to check out. From there, we are on to season 3. We can't go into too much detail now.
It's actually better, dude.
So important. Let's talk about leaderboards. We're creating a whole new type of weekly challenge dungeon called the Gauntlet, where the heroes of Sanctuary can compete for their class ranking against their friends, their clans, or anyone in the world.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
Sometimes you just gotta.
the end of
See,
each
now,
week,
chat, we're
the
enjoying
heroes
the
with
true
the
fun
highest
of
rank will be
BlizzCon. It's not necessarily this. It's the
name
being
and
with
build
people of
will
like
live on.
mind and just, you know,
So,
making your own fun of it.
For sure. For sure. Many of the jokes that we made at BlizzCon we can't make here on stream.
We have a separate Diablo 4 team that's been working hard on our next chapter. So how about a little teaser?
Teaser, okay. Let's see where your budget is. I guess
Super early.
not here.
But as we look to expand on the story we started in Diablo 4, we're going to take you somewhere even darker, where hatred's influence continues to consume Sanctuary.
I think they need to lean on... Diablo 4 is too separated from the other 3 Diablo's lores. Lilith, cool villain and all, but having no Tyrael or none of those other like household names. Butcher in it is cool, but not in any promotional material or anything. You gotta lean into your icons. That's something that Kyle Bosman's always fucking saying about these games. Is like, you don't
and
have
bigger
many.
characters.
For sure.
He's always saying bigger characters and
yeah, true.
No small characters.
Ooh, I like the change up in color. That that little title card hits right. Vessel of Hatred.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be their first expansion. All right, nice. And it looks like a biome that we haven't seen before. It's kind of jungly. Amazon or bust, yeah, right? VOH is a good abbreviation for an expansion. You did call it Diadeo. We said no. We naysayed
On
you.
my
And you knew.
notepad I have with me to take notes that's currently empty or just scribbles. I can finally write something down, I think.
Perfect.
To do that, we'll be visiting a region new
But yeah,
to
the
Diablo
green is
4
nice.
and a fan favorite from Diablo 2. The lush jungles known to outsiders as Torajan, but known by the
We had
locals
jungle.
as Nahant.
D2 Act 3. Fuck.
With this new story,
I don't think I got to Act 3. Rich, good to see you, my man.
new
What's
evils
up, buddy?
to vanquish, and of course, a completely new class never seen before in the Diablo universe.
All right, so show us. So say it. So tell.
Yeah.
Not the time to be pulling
Vessel of
punches.
Hatred releases late next year, and we
Okay.
cannot wait to
We're-
share more about it this summer.
Well, you can wait, it seems.
Just say it, yeah.
That it's your passion that drives us. Your feedback will continue to help us evolve and improve the Diablo 4
Again,
experience
honestly,
for years
another tough showing if we're wrapping things up on Diablo 4 right now. Cool that you gave us the tease. That's the first. You're right. That's the first highlight, no doubt.
and
But
we love seeing your love.
I mean, a new character is something, but it's like, man, this is
for your first stage show in 4 years. The fact that we are now 50 minutes into it, and we have basically glorified patch notes from Overwatch 2, new hero, and an announcement of an expansion that we still have another BlizzCon in between its release date of.
That if I had to list top 3 moments for you right now, one of them would be Phil Spencer was here.
Phil Spencer was here.
But he was here.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, so we're getting into the Warcraft block, which looks like they're lumping together. I've seen World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and Warcraft Rumble, which is interesting. Reggie 2, oh boy, can dream. Oh, 10,000 years. Well, I was right on the poll about Phil. Yeah.
All right. Crossover with South Park. Fractured Butthole
embrace it.
series sequel. Danny Pewdie.
Was that? Yeah. Well, now I'm interested all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm with him, Shaq. I'm here for Abed Nadir.
Sounds like I missed nothing, pretty much. Datner?
I'm Mr. T, and this is my Night Elf Mohawk.
Okay.
Shut up, fool!
This role-playing game where heroes like Leroy Jenkins do battle. That would be the world of Warcraft.
You're a player in the NFL, but what you're most proud of is that you've rated 3rd nationally in dungeon progression.
Any proggers? Any proggers in chat? Chat. The most important thing here to note is that I have 150 Hearthstone packs gifted to me by Blizzard, and we're gonna crack them on stream soon. And it's gonna be a legendary stream. And we're gonna bet on what's gonna be in the packs.
I know some people didn't even love those cinematics for that, but if we could even just get one cinematic that good at
Absolutely.
this, like the Sylvanas for the Horde,
For
one,
sure.
like,
Absolutely.
please.
Any of those quality would
Give me
would
one of
be
my
fine.
Blizzard babes and a cool
General
thing.
Manager of
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Even if they're genocidal
John Haidt.
maniacs, I love my genocidal maniac Blizzard babes.
What if Jake's makes a poll that's worth enough that he retires and quits streaming? I wouldn't quit streaming. Stream is the hobby, baby, forever. You're never losing me.
Yeah.
And thank you.
The more money Jake makes, the more you're stuck with him as a streamer.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready to work. Anybody
This
here
guy's
for
been around
Warcraft
for a long
today?
time, but I feel like he's got a promotion.
Big shout out to the Warcraft teams. They are so happy.
I
to
knew
be
the
here
two
today.
genders, orc
We
and
have
human.
So much cool stuff
Yeah.
to do. So give it up for my Warcraft teams.
Let's hear it for the Warcraft teams. Good shit. Good video.
Can you believe that almost 30 years ago, a dispute between orcs and humans
Foxfire, a
led
classic.
to one of the longest running fantasy adventures in video game history? Right? Generations of players have called
Can't wait for cancel culture to come for Swanky for only knowing two genders.
I'm waiting.
First played Warcraft.
The reason I'm only on stream once a year.
Yeah, to keep things in moderation. We're burying the lead an hour and 10 minutes into fucking the BlizzCon reaction, bud.
Raising new heroes to take on the raids and battlegrounds.
I honestly, from what I've heard, World of Warcraft Dragonflight has been the best World of Warcraft expansion since Legion, in that it's been in a pretty decent spot, but also is a game that's very much 13 years old, showing its age and
Great day for Warcraft.
needs to be replaced. The fact that Warcraft 2 doesn't exist yet is fucking nuts.
Yeah. It is tough.
This
There's like
is
gotta
the
be a way to
beginning
do
of a whole new chapter
keep
that
your
will take us
progression,
through the
but
next
we
3
just there's
decades
nothing else we can
and
build on
beyond.
top of this
Yeah.
foundation anymore.
Honestly, Final Fantasy 14 has started eating his fucking lunch a
With a
bit.
variety of games to
Oh yeah,
entertain
for sure.
you, we welcome
By
everyone
just
to find
being
your
what
community.
5 to 7 years newer. Of
Newer,
bones
for
to
sure.
Build on. I guess that's not. It's what 2013
Okay,
or
Alliance.
so. I guess it's like 10 years difference.
I think so.
Just practice. We're gonna give you a chance.
Yeah,
to
Burning
do a
Crusade
little
and
louder
Wrath of
here.
the Lich King are the general picks. My prime time was Legion. I had a good time there.
Throughout the taverns of Azeroth,
Tall tales of adventure are retold through the
Warcraft 4 would be the most hype thing that they could announce for me, or other than Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know what they're doing, why they haven't.
Also, we have to get like heroes in this if we're gonna get it, because they're certainly not saving that to the end. That has to get buried in the middle if anything's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a. It's not a
Warcraft Rumble
show ender. If it is though,
Sure. Oh,
obviously
can you
I'm
imagine?
gonna.
There's gotta be no
Me
chance.
Too, which puts the
Also,
battlefields and
the
dungeons
good
of
news
Azeroth
maybe
in
at
the
this
palm
point
of your hand.
is we're kicking the can of
finally,
Starfield down the road, so we might get a
World
big
of Warcraft.
StarCraft, yeah.
StarCraft,
You're right.
yeah. Starfield, sorry.
They're big
Todd
ones.
Howard on the brain, I guess, from earlier.
Of course,
WoW
perpetually.
immerses us into Azeroth.
Yeah, that would be nice. They need a big announcement now to save this, because right now, if they're just continuing this little
20 years ago,
remedial updates throughout the whole show, we're in bad shape.
and reimagine
They've,
the enduring entertainment.
I don't
You
know if
gotta-
they can save the whole presentation at this point, but they can at least come away with maybe.
You gotta
talking
think
points,
Phil
you know
had
what
a
I mean?
meeting that said, if you have something, announce it, because that's still the Xbox meta right now, is we're announcing early.
WoW's future.
I agree, and I also feel like if there wasn't at least one or two interesting things coming up, Phil doesn't walk on that stage to say
For
that
sure.
he's excited for it. He's not
Yeah.
just selling it for you to come out and again
waiting for us.
to go back to the well, read your
Together,
patch
we
notes,
build this
and he
For
hypes
sure.
that up for
Our
you.
teams craft the
I'm with you.
worlds and the adventures.
But
But
also,
it is
who
all
knows?
of
Maybe
you
that is
who
what we're
bring
getting.
it to life.
For sure.
You are the heartbeat of the brand new adventures that are about to unfold.
It's been funny watching most of this reaction
all of
because
on
I'm watching
Warcraft
just the direct
teams
feed of the
here at
video,
Blizzard
but I'm in Discord. Below it, I have a picture of me next to you, and it's your avatar just doing this the whole time. So in my mind, your reaction to this
Lead
entire
designer
event is
Cora
just.
Georgiou.
Sounds about right. All right, so we're going into like the Hearthstone block now.
Yeah,
So this guy
Treehorn's
comes
on it
out
for us.
and talks about the
Treehorn.
umbrella.
Hello, BlizzCon.
Hello, Cora.
Hearthstone is in a fucking terrible, terrible
I have a
state.
pretty good view from up here.
That game has fallen from grace in a bad way.
Yeah.
We
That was
are
gonna happen, I think.
thrilled
Card games like
to
that,
soon
if they're
be
not named
celebrating
Magic, can't. Even
Hearthstone's
Magic goes through
10th
weird ebbs and flows
anniversary.
of popularity. So it could happen again for Hearthstone, but
Road out here,
I'm getting old.
Hawk and Marvel Snap is a nice,
It's a decade
nice gig
of
too.
telling tales around Azeroth.
yeah, they're
with
all
of
their
you.
good people went and made Marvel
Whether
Snap.
you
Not all
aspire
their
to
good
climb
people. I
the
only know
ladder
Ben
to
Most.
legend,
Yeah.
enjoy
Ben
brawling
Brown.
with friends in the battlegrounds,
Any Battlegrounds
or
fans?
maybe you've just listened to the 10-hour version of the Saviors of Uldum theme song. Thank you all for being a
I
part
know there are
of
some
our
battlegrounds.
all-
People like
Tavern.
battlegrounds and mercenaries
We
is
invite
apparently
players
okay,
both old
but
and
it
new
certainly
We
doesn't have
all
the
join us
polar player
for
base.
our 10th
Understand
anniversary
these jokes, don't
next
we?
month.
Don't we, chat?
But we have so much to enjoy before then. So let's talk about what's happening right now in Hearthstone and in Battlegrounds. We're setting the stage
So new
for a
cards?
standoff in Hearthstone's upcoming expansion, Showdown in the Badlands, which takes place in Azeroth's Wild West.
If we're gonna get an actual trailer for this, and they're always the most cringe-worthy. Like
Yeah.
Two strangers will
they think they're
cross
so funny.
Yeah.
The people that are super hyped off of the Hearthstone
Lone Ranger.
trailers are my
though they may not know it
least
now,
favorite type of humans.
together.
Even
They are
all the
destined
Hearthstone
for a
streamers I used to
grand
watch
adventure.
back when Hearthstone was very popular for streaming, never like got hyped off of this. They just like played the game because it was
Fun,
popular
yeah.
and fun.
Trying my best to do some good out there.
I think I've gone on record. I've talked about this for sure on streams over the past 3 years about my least favorite fucking theme in all of things is Wild West. And there's exceptions. I love Red Dead Redemption 2 and 1. But for the most part, like I used to, this goes back a long time, where I used to get mad when I had to go to like Frontierland at Disney World when I was a kid with my parents. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like the saloon doors. I don't want to go to the Country Bear Jamboree.
Turned into
I don't
Jake
like the music.
Bussin'.
Jake Bussin'.
Waiting to explode.
Not my fucking shit. I fucking hate the theme. There's always been opposed.
Did it!
Yeah, I get that. I'm a little bit more neutral on it. There's stuff that I like in it, but I'm not excited about a thing just because it is the paint to coat someone has chosen.
Let's do this.
You got it, partner.
I didn't intentionally pursue
What was that
leadership.
text?
I'm gonna punch ya!
It always just looks so... Whenever I see a Hearthstone board now, and all that text on the cards and stuff after playing Marvel Snap, I just always feel like so overwhelmed by it. I'm like, that's so much to learn and try to like expect with all of your rotations and shit like that.
The amount that they've added, especially if you take a couple of expansions off, it is untenable at this point.
And we've
I
talked
know
about
because I've tried to get back into it a couple of times over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was just so different that I just
That's right.
find
Our
myself
beloved
playing
Reno
Battlegrounds.
Jackson
also a
Reno
financial
Jackson
fucking
getting an
sinkhole
origin
if you
tale.
want to be competitive after taking time off. We've talked about how alienating that is, where you come in, all of your cards that you used are now worthless for the new meta. You have to cash them in to get pennies on the dollar of what you essentially paid for if you bought packs. And if you didn't buy packs, you were never competitive in the first place. It is very much like pay to win, unfortunately.
We'll talk more about him
in
in the What's
Hearthstone.
Next panel later today, where we'll also be revealing
And
a
it has its own
motherload
pitfalls and
of
stuff, but at
exciting
the end of the day,
cards.
at least
You can, get
you
your
can
hands on
pretty
them
much
and
cobble
more
together
when
a
Showdown
kind of
in the
competitive
Badlands
deck
releases
at it,
on November
just playing the
14th.
game a bunch.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's why they're giving away 150 packs, which is like, how much in dollars is that? That's like $200 worth of packs, right?
A new expansion.
Well,
Let me look at the
probably
price.
less if you do like
On top of
discount,
5
but
sets
you're
that are
about
already
right
in
if you
standard
did it
rotation.
one pack at a time, I
And
think.
Hearthstone
Because I used to
pack
buy
prices.
expansion packs for like 60 to 100 packs, I want to say. That were like
So we
$49.
have been hard at work to
Dollars.
make it easier
Two
than
packs
ever
for $3.
to join us.
Okay.
We're excited to announce catch-up packs.
Catch-up packs.
That's
Oh,
you.
they're
These are
answering.
game-changing for
They're
getting
answering what
your
we're complaining
collection
about.
Caught up. You see what we did there? Instead of the
You can get
typical
60
5
packs
cards you'd find in a regular Hearthstone card pack,
for $70.
get up to 50 cards from a single
40
catch-up
packs
pack.
for $50.
The cards you receive will all
Okay.
be from within the last
Yeah,
2
it's like
years,
150
ready to
minimum.
play and constructed. All of our players are going to get catch-up packs to open once you log in, and for all of you here at BlizzCon in person, or those of you at
Wake me
home
up when the
who purchase
Mayo
either
packs
BlizzCon
drop.
collection, we're also gifting you a few more packs.
Facts, the audience murmurs. Yes,
Ooh,
facts.
packs.
For anyone who's been away
Honestly,
for a while,
top 3
all
Blizzard
of these packs
BlizzCon
can
highlights
add
so
up
far. I'm adding
to
packs to the
hundreds
list, I
of
think.
cards.
Hmm.
We'll also be adding quite a few of them into pre-purchase bundles for Showdown in the Badlands. We hope to see all of you getting some
But no, I don't
amazing
think you can trade.
cards
Did you answer that, Squinky?
filling in or beginning
Oh, I
your
didn't know.
Hearthstone collection
You can't,
on
no.
November 14th.
I don't know any good, any of the like big online ones that you really can. I don't think you
Alright.
can in Gwent.
I feel like we might have some Battlegrounds fans out here.
Maybe you can in the Magic ones, but I'm not positive.
So you might remember
Yeah.
that
I guess
the
Pokemon
last
you can.
time we were all
Yeah.
together
Pokemons.
at BlizzCon, we unveiled
Pokemon's a really
Battlegrounds.
volatile trade
What
system,
started
though.
as an experiment became a
Where
huge
essentially they've
part
made
of
it-
the game.
People don't like
fun
trading
way
card
to
for
play
card.
in
They
the
trade for
tavern.
unopened packs, so everything just almost has like a monetary value.
Is what inspired the new
I remember
mode
the big thing when you
we're
and I were doing
debuting
it was
here
scanning
today.
in the actual
Queuing up as a party
packs,
for a lobby
especially
Yeah.
from like old ones that we had
ultimately,
accrued, and those were
play
like
against
gold
each
to some
other.
people.
Speaking of that, I have like
What if you could
3
actually
boxes
play
of unopened
team up
fucking crazy Pokemon
alongside
packs still sitting
each
in my
other?
fucking closet that I want to open
Sounds
at some
fun,
point
doesn't
too
it?
on stream. And at this point, they're
We're
retro.
pleased to announce a
me
truly
go look.
cooperative way
Was
to
it from our
play.
last binge of buying
Battlegrounds
Pokemon cards
duos.
to cure our depression?
with a shared health pool, team combat, and sending cards back and forth between teammates. Now you can fight with your friends instead of against them. We were inspired by the Battleground community's creativity, finding ways to team up and help each other achieve top 4. So now we're setting an official table for you and your partner to take the crown together.
For a small time, it did, Captain Stubbs.
For those of you here
it
in
always
person,
does for a small
grab
time.
a friend or make a new one, because you
And
can
then you
try
just have more
Battlegrounds
stuff to
duos
keep
here
track
at
of.
Blizzcon right now at the Hearthstone demo area.
Imagine Jake also found something else. Uh-oh.
We're planning to launch this new way to play for everyone
Deep in the
early
coffers
next
right
year.
now.
And you can learn more later today. And
This is
see the
absolutely
heroes
a stream.
and minions that make
Chat,
teamwork
this is what
so
we're gonna
fun
open.
in Battlegrounds.
Oh boy, I'm excited. One
I've
real
got
pack, one digital
This
pack.
Pikachu, I've got this Pikachu tin with 4 packs in it.
If you're tuning in at home, please make sure to join us
I
at the
need
What's
packs
Next
right
panel.
now.
This Eevee tin with 4 packs in it.
You can also join me and other members of the Hearthstone
Hold.
team in the tavern. For you worthy opponents out there, come duel a dev and challenge the
This
Hearthstone
Eternatus
team.
pack with 4 packs in it.
Or
This other Eternatus pack with 5 packs in it.
That's right. That was the last time we were playing. You were playing a big Eternatus deck,
We'll see
right?
you in the tavern.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
This Dragonite V box with 4 packs in it.
This must have been from one of our local game store runs, right?
This
a couple years ago.
Zaxian, yeah, for sure. This Zaxian V box with 4 packs in it.
Oh yeah. That's packs, baby.
And this fucking Pikachu Celebrations thing with like 16 packs in it and a gigantic fucking Pikachu.
Yeah.
We gotta crack these, bro. This is gonna be
Deo in here saying, Jesus, got a U-Haul truck worth of Pokemon cards. Not me over here trying to be like, that's just a regular day of Jake and I going out to look at Pokemon.
Oh, so dusty. All right, we gotta do that. Pokemon pack opening stream will be fun, chat. And I got them. They're not getting any newer.
You were talking about this game a little bit earlier, and it does seem like it's something that for about a month I'm gonna play on 15-minute breaks at work, and I think anyone that
It's
has
fun.
a job where you have 15 minutes either for a break or that you just don't want to work is probably gonna be worth trying.
I'll tell you that so far we've seen Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, Hearthstone, and this. And the game that I want to play the most is this.
Yeah.
And so now it's free, and it seems fine. It seems fine, and it seems.
Yeah.
I am.
And they finally figured out
like
how
it.
they should announce an
Please
iOS
welcome,
game.
From Warcraft
Here,
Rumble,
here it is.
Executive producer.
It's ready to go.
It's got.
Check it out.
Because of its DNA being so close to Fort Condor, which I really do genuinely love in Final Fantasy, I'm pretty fucking hot on it.
Yeah.
Gotta love Anixia. She didn't even use a deep breath there. Hello, BlizzCon. Last year, the team and I
Blizzard gives me
announced we were
bubble
working on
guts.
a
I
brand
get it, bro.
new Warcraft game.
I fucking get it. Colleen, welcome in, homie.
Warcraft with you
What's up,
wherever
buddy?
you are and wherever you go. And as you just saw, we've had a ton of fun.
Also, you like Fort Condor, just play Clash Royale. No, I like Warcraft Rumble.
Warcraft Rumble.
It's new IP, baby.
It's got my favorite characters.
He's got
Jaina, she's here to help.
Jaina Proudmoore. She's hot and sexy.
Much more.
Huh?
It's a game filled with familiar faces.
Yeah, what?
You'll mix
Hello.
and match miniature versions
Somebody
of characters
snuck in my room and said she's hot and sexy, and it looks like it came from my mouth.
take on opponents all over Africa.
Doing this.
So, if you've ever wanted to see Jaina command an army of Murlocs,
Hubba, hubba.
or Grom lead a horde of
Murlocs, that is.
angry
Grom.
chickens, apparently.
Yeah, you're a big Grom guy.
This is your
Damn, I like
opportunity.
all the hell screams and I like the orcs, man. I'm an alliance player, but for like established characters, I like Garrosh, I like Gromosh, I like Thrall.
Undead.
I don't know. I like
my
some.
personal favorite, BlackRock.
I made Orc in Warcraft 3 is probably what it is too.
You'll battle your way through maps inspired by some very familiar locations. You'll fight to control resources, capture towers.
40K. I never got into that, and I wish I did.
Defeat the boss.
Evco, other feller,
It's
big.
Yeah, Evco, big into
Those
it.
is miniatures.
I'd love the rest of us to be into it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like we were talking about with Hearthstone, though, is like picking a entry point at this time feels so tough every time I look at it from a lore perspective. I'm just lost
I'll
at
tell you
sea in
what,
a dinghy.
I am a hype off of fucking Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. That first game is sick.
Yeah.
When we set out to make this game, we wanted to offer a variety
They sell a
of
starter box,
challenges
you can go
no matter
halvesies
how you
on,
choose
split
to
the
play.
armor.
Whether it's for
Armies.
5 minutes at a time or hours on end.
Cream.
And that was something we especially focused on during the beta, to make sure you have something fun to do every time you open up the game. And for those of you
I
that
need to make
played
just
the
like a
beta
list of
and gave
stream
us your
ideas.
That's actually called a predatory game loop, I think. But that's okay. That's what you're describing.
And the hard work of our team that we
I
feel
hear
we got
you, though. I
something
know what you're
really,
going for.
really special on our hands. Now, let's take a look at the result.
Are they gonna show actual gameplay?
Yeah, the cinematics of fucking Warcraft Rumble, dwarfing everything else somehow.
Oh yeah, kind of. Sort of a bad indication of what it is. They're showing a fraction of the map and making it look like more action-packed. It's very much vertical screen. Okay, yeah, that's a good, accurate depiction. You're dragging your little armies down there, and they're going up and down the lane to fight the guys on the other side, and your opponent is also dragging their army to do the same thing. And it's nice. I haven't played PvP yet. Was Clash Royale? Probably. But Clash Royale is a ripoff of Fort Condor.
Yeah, whatever. I'll play it a little bit. I don't know how long. Can make no promises, but
yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Hurts nobody. Stimulates the economy.
I know it's also a new game, so that's not totally fair. But it's also the only announcement here that feels like an announcement of anything.
And I mean,
yeah, truly.
Can't wait.
Truly.
That's why we've made Warcraft
Yeah, my
Rumble
stupid little
available
fucking
to download and play
TikTok
right now.
is at 83,000 views. we got a viral hit on our hands, gamers.
It's such a huge moment for us, and we're so all excited to have you
It's
join us.
It's no Miss Garlic, but it's getting there.
No,
Let's
no.
bring down the Wi-Fi together.
It's no hot take on. It's no hot take on.
You know I'm
Fuck,
kidding,
what's
right?
The fucking game where you, yeah, there it is. I could picture the clip in my head, but I couldn't think of the game either.
Yeah.
Whether you're a veteran of Azeroth, or
Oh,
just
now
have a
as
deep
of
love
this
for strategy
moment. Oh
games, there's a
yeah.
lot to enjoy here. We've got a huge campaign with over 70 bosses, and for those of you looking for an especially unique challenge, we even have a heroic campaign with an extra layer of difficulty that we
Heroic
cooked up
campaign.
ourselves.
Woo! I've already got some big Warcraft Rumble fans 24 hours into its release.
Vitality, capture points, resources, traps.
All right, just
and
real
all kinds of
quickly,
other
say,
contraptions.
whisper the words
Each
"Hero of the
map
Storms" into the microphone for
lovingly
me.
No,
handcrafted by our
fuck.
team and is its own unique puzzle. But how you choose to solve that puzzle?
I'd be interested in the campaign if it's not paywalled. I haven't seen even a way to put money into the game yet, if I'm being honest.
Dungeon, we've got you covered there as well.
I'm assuming it's units, but
Dungeons in Warcraft Rumble are intense 3-mission gauntlets through places like Normagon and the Dead Mines, where you equip your armies with game-changing relics until your run is over.
Woo!
Or jump
the
into
crowd,
PvP and duke it
truly
out with,
for
other players on maps
all these
inspired by some of the
non-announcements,
legendary
you couldn't
maps
ask
and
for a better
battlegrounds
crowd
found in
actually
World of
getting
Warcraft.
hype for the bullshit you're saying. Like nobody gives a fuck that there's dungeons in Warcraft Rumble.
You're absolutely right about where Blizzard stands in the current like gaming economy or like landscape of what they matter.
just what
but
we
they're
have in the game
fucking
right
lucky
now.
they've
We
got
have
the
so
most
much-
diehard
Yeah.
fans in the gaming industry.
We're going to be releasing
supporting them because that's all. That's the rubber cement holding this piece of shit together right now.
Season 1 of Warcraft Rumble is live. And
that's how they're gonna get you. Season 1 of Warcraft Rumble. Season 2 is $9.99.
Yeah. The Banshee Queen herself.
To open up this wing of the fucking dungeon. That's how they started
it's
getting
Sylvanas,
you.
who I don't have a crush on, chat. You can't say I have a crush on
We're also
her.
working on
You
even
don't know
more
that.
ways for you to play with or against your friends.
You can't hear it, but I pressed the aww.
Raids. Make sure
I'll press the my boo button for you.
Now, BlizzCon, before I go, I just wanted to let you know, the team and I, many of whom are here in Anaheim with us right now, we love playing
Want to
strategy
know if you all
games.
have phones?
And we set out to make a game that harkens back to our RTS roots, where Warcraft began almost 30 years ago.
People want you to go back to your RTS roots by making Warcraft 4.
Make RTS happen again.
Even you just call it Warcraft. You'll sell 1 billion units. You don't even need to call it 4.
Warcraft Rumble.
It's been long enough.
Thank you so much, BlizzCon. Enjoy the chaos, and we'll see you in game.
Me, probably. All right, so now we're getting into World of Warcraft.
Producer, World of
And
Warcraft.
then what happens?
Holly Longdale.
Right? Because that's it for the pillars. Next, it's StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm, and new IP.
Are the only things that could happen.
Correct.
Heroes, I think, not going to happen at this point, unless it happens right after this.
I'm so excited to see you all here. This is fantastic.
I don't know.
Well,
they could StarCraft us and then one more thing us with new IP. And if it's interesting, I would say if the StarCraft announcement is big, like a new StarCraft game, and then new IP, I would say,
some of us,
I want to say announcement saved because it wouldn't change the fact that most of it's been.
Your show would all of a sudden be a 7 or an 8 out of 10 instead of a fucking 4 or a 5.
Yeah.
One by one.
I feel bad being down on this too because I don't want to be. It's just you gotta be. It's just kind of what's in front of us.
Think of how meh it would feel in the fucking crowd right now.
Yeah.
I'd be so disappointed so far.
And of course, so many others.
I just don't know where in the life cycle things are. I wonder if we're actually going to see a new Warcraft expansion here. That can get kind of hype.
For sure.
Sword.
And I've played enough World of Warcraft at this point too that even if I'm not actively playing it, I can like put myself in the position of
For sure.
And so have we.
And it still prints enough money that it'll get the big budget trailer that it deserves and shit like that. I think that there's a chance that this. Oh yeah, Classic exists too. There's been rumors of what's happening now for Classic because now that Classic is going to have all 3 expansions.
Now is the perfect
Are we getting alternate timeline, a 4th expansion that's not the Cataclysm?
Double down on why we all fell in love with
Has been
actually go a different storytelling route with it or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, but build on, not fuck up what changes.
Right.
Continue on the bones of
With that in mind, let's
Wrath.
get to it. As many of you know, WoW Classic was born out of the community's passion.
Yeah, wasn't that a whole controversy? They ripped down everybody's fucking custom servers of it.
Because they were, yeah.
Hey, community, you're being too passionate. We're gonna monetize this.
Yeah. That's right. The only Warcraft that anyone plays anymore is the hardcore stuff, I think, too.
That might be right.
And if you die, you may laugh, you may cry, you may have to replace a keyboard. But you go again.
I got it. Laugh track.
We loved
Played.
watching you take on the challenge or die trying.
Thank you for the heads up.
And because the hardcore community has asked, the team is planning to add a new way to play hardcore early next year. And last month in Wrath Classic, we released
Hardcore
the Fall
Warcraft
of the
Classic
Lich King patch.
Hinky mode. Hardcore.
And while there's still more to come in Wrath, earlier this year, we looked at your feedback to think about where are we going to go next. We read through a lot,
I like the crowd guy who goes, oh!
Yeah, that's good.
What is it?
On social media forums, and we sent out surveys to our players. And here at BlizzCon, we're happy to announce Cataclysm is coming.
I don't think that's a very good thing. Aren't people about to freak out?
Hashtag changes based on your feedback, just like you'd expect from Classic. So now, let's jump into the Wayback Machine and get a reminder of all things Cataclysm.
I think they're about to lose people.
Yeah, is this where most people said it fucked
This is
up?
for sure.
Yeah.
They took it, they redesigned Azeroth, they lost a bunch of fucking players. It's where people start to fall the fuck off. I remember just getting so hyped for Cataclysm though, like it's such a cool thing, like Deathwing shows up, the big sundering throughout the world.
Right.
This low fucking quality ass trailer though. Jesus Christ. How far we've fallen.
Is it just the original one, or they actually make this, you know?
I think this is new. I bet the original Cataclysm trailer looks a lot better than this.
You're honestly probably right, because they would have done the full, this isn't gameplay, but an actual rendered trailer. Not that this is gameplay either, just
right,
to your point,
it's still some in-engine fucking bullshit. Yeah. We should look at the original Cataclysm trailer at some point.
Yeah.
We remember at the end of stream. Who's gonna remind me, chat?
I've got this basically empty highlight notepad in front of me. I might as well use it.
Neltharion, it is time to end this.
All Azeroth shall burn. Everyone succumbs in the end. Deathwing has sundered this world.
Sundered?
So that its true lords may return.
Hey, we've done that fight together. Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember that place sucking.
Mm-hmm. Warcraft has appeal to me still, and I think sometimes about going back in, and every time I see somebody playing it, I look at the fucking UI and the way that that game now looks after playing Final Fantasy, and I can't. Like, I look at it and I'm like, unplayable. It is too old at this point. It does not look good.
I get it, because even without specifically comparing it to Final Fantasy, the last couple of times I played it, I would run into that, or even when I was kind of having some fun with Classic, was one of the last times I played for a while. It would catch up to me that I just don't like navigating this anymore.
Yeah. I wonder what the response to this is going to be.
Polite clapping is what I heard so far, but...
Yeah.
Get ready, my friends. Because
Weird clapping noises indeed.
Get ready, my friends, because the road to Deathwing's destruction is coming in the first half of next year.
Nice timeline. At least we're finally actually getting something that's announced to be coming soonish.
Now,
that's substantial.
Sure.
Over the past 4 years of Classic,
even if it is just a re-release of a thing that happened 15 years ago,
for sure,
or whatever.
So much, in fact.
Even like Overwatch, nobody's getting like Heroes content when it was fucking dropping at its prime was unreal. We were getting like a character every like month.
Yeah. It's Vanilla WoW with a spicy twist. You're going to discover new secrets as you scour the world and find class-altering abilities. Have you ever wondered what it might be like to be a tanking warlock? Or take on the role
seems
of
dangerous,
a mage
but at least it's interesting.
in Season of Discovery, you can.
Oh, so maybe not all the way. Maybe
The
just for this
season is
special.
I think it's like a
launch with
seasonal
an initial
character
level
role.
cap of
Yeah.
25. And when you hit that max level, you'll be met with the brand new level 25 endgame. You'll discover a brand new 10-player Black Fathom Deeps raid with new and reimagined bosses, mechanics, and of course, rewards. Then, after a couple of months, we'll raise the level cap a bit. You'll find even more endgame content, and so it will go. If you're here at BlizzCon,
the
you can
end of
play the
fucking
Black Fathom
time.
Deeps raid in the Warcraft hall.
Give us your $15. Is it free to play? I think it's all just one subscription still.
Part
You
of
just
that,
pay
yeah.
you pay money to Warcraft and you get regular, you get classic, you get the season, you get everything.
About what exactly a
Or
Warlock
one
can
WoW
do,
token.
Go check it out.
Crowd is fucking
For all
obnoxious.
of you watching online, don't worry. You won't
It
have
is.
to wait long to play. Because we want
I honestly
you
think
to
this season
discover
idea is
all
at
of
least
the
an
secrets
interesting thing. It's
together.
more interesting.
There will be no
The Cataclysm
public
at least had a trailer and stuff, but at least this is
WoW
kind of like,
Classic Season of
here's a new way to
Discovery
play.
I think they've been doing the seasons already for a while, and this is just the new season.
Yeah, that could. That's fair that it's just me out of the loop
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm not sure. Well, I'm also so out of the loop that I...
For more information on the Season of Discovery and Cataclysm, don't miss the classic panel this afternoon. All right, now it's time to talk to my dragon riders in Modern WoW.
I'm also in the camp of it at this point. If I hop back into World of Warcraft, it would be into vanilla.
Every 8 weeks with more content sprinkled in
Yeah,
between.
that's fair. The
We
other,
really
I
want
mean, I've heard
Azeroth to feel
Dragonflight, to your point,
alive, and the
is
home you
like
wanna come back
good,
to,
but
no matter
that
how
is
you
also
play.
a very bloated game that I
Our
wouldn't be
next
ready to
major
start
update,
over again. I
Guardians
don't
of the
think.
Dream,
Yeah.
is going live in
Or,
just
I mean,
5
you
days.
might still have characters that you don't have to start over, but.
I want to give a
Maybe we're
shout
not
out
getting
to my elves. It is
full
finally
expansion.
our time.
Getting like the mid-year...
1 week later, Season 3 will start with the
Shit.
last raid of the expansion.
Yeah,
Emir
just
Drassil,
Cataclysm and-
the Dream's Hope. There we will have our final showdown with Farak and defend our new world tree. But fear not, that's not the end of our time in the Dragon Isles. There's a lot more to come in Dragonflight that will serve as both the epilogue of this story and the bridge to our next one. Like I said earlier, we are evolving. We are changing our approach to this big, beautiful game and how we look ahead to new chapters.
PBG.
BlizzCon, it's time for a new adventure.
Big, beautiful game.
One that has grown
Big,
from the very
beautiful
seeds of what
game.
captured our hearts when we first set foot in Azeroth. For veteran players,
New expansion?
the last 20 years have led us to this. And for those who have yet to join us, now is the time.
With a good cinematic, maybe?
And who better to talk about the first step in this journey?
Like Moorhound. Oh,
J. Allen Brack.
yeah, ponytail.
Thrall.
Than someone who carved the path in the first place. Everyone, please welcome my friend and the executive creative director of the Warcraft universe, Chris Metzen.
Well, that's probably the biggest name that's still in the business, huh?
Yeah. Or that doesn't have their own company, I guess.
Yeah.
Because what's the? I mean, Brody's got Second Dinner. What's Moorheim's? Like
Wonder World or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Dream
is it even a
Light.
developer though? It's more like a. Isn't it more like a
Umbrella.
Shark Tape? Like bring
Yeah.
your games to me, and I'll say.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll give you my input and my coffers of cash.
Holy smokes! Horde, where you at? Alliance! BlizzCon as one!
You guys bringing the old corny BlizzCon energy, which
Yeah,
honestly
for sure.
is.
Thank you.
You know,
It is,
They should have, yeah,
maybe
they should have
what it
opened
needs.
with this, man. Honestly,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
guys.
Chris Metzen, and he's been there forever. And
It has been a long, strange trip to get back to this spot. I tell you that.
It has been interesting this past year.
Did he leave and come
under
back?
The hood of World of Warcraft.
I think that's right.
It has reminded me of a few things. One, I love Warcraft.
Back here to right the ship.
Number two, you know what? I really missed this work. And number three, on the real, it feels amazing to be back and part of this Blizzard family again.
Wow, content. Can't believe it's been 20 years. Yeah, has been a long time.
As
Yeah,
Harley said
retired
a
in
bit ago,
2016.
Next
Spent more
year
time
Interesting.
with his
is the
family.
20th
And
anniversary
rehired
of
at the end of
I
2022.
can't even believe it.
For what is clearly a
How
new
many of
made-up
y'all
position just for him to
have
come
been
help.
playing from the
I'm
beginning?
the
yeah.
executive creator of the Warcraft universe, or whatever the fuck that title was.
Right.
Hello of Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
So given that,
Or fucking, even better now is the Mario ambassador. Fucking
Right.
Charles Martinet.
so what next?
Well, this guy also does voices for it, right? I think he's
What
Thrall, isn't he?
expansion hook?
Oh, you might be right.
What
think he
single
does a few of
storyline
the-
could possibly match such a historic occasion?
He's doing it all.
We
He's gotta
started
fix
thinking
it.
about, well, I did, the good old days, right? And some of those early mythic ideas that kind of established the background.
Good
Back
voice for
when
voice work.
honking
Yeah.
someone's
Started thinking about
boobs was an
even
appropriate
some of the
hello.
newer ideas that have played out more recently, but still in a way.
Hit you with a little
feel a
fucking
little
goose goose on the butt when you walk by.
And in the mix
Job
Old-
in there today.
Old
of all that
Blizzard.
stuff, in the mix of all those ideas, particular things like
So fucked.
As a
what the
thank you
hell
for
is
your
Maggie
120-hour
actually
work
babbling
week.
about all these years? Was the thing that he came to warn us about in Battle for Azeroth, did it actually play out? Or is there potentially something darker still looming on the
Are you
horizon?
retconning something
I don't know.
here? That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Whatever was warned in
Will
Battle
there
for Azeroth wasn't the
eventually
real
be
threat. All the old gods threat.
An apocalyptic confrontation between the forces of the light and the void. Talk to me, Blizzcon. I'll tell you what, for nothing, my pally Maine, I'm all in on that kind of thing if it happens. It's gonna happen. And really,
This guy
the
at least
big question
understands
for
the
all
audience
the
he's
marbles,
playing
For sure.
with, I guess.
what have the Titans actually been doing since the dawn of civilization? What is the real purpose of all of their cute little installations slammed into the side of the planet? Do we know everything we need to know about their real intentions for our world? Just saying. BlizzCon. All of these hooks and 100 more. 68, carry the 2. A bunch more. All cooking in the pot. Started to reveal a storyline. Something epic. How epic? Real epic.
Solid delivery from this guy for sure.
Storyline that in almost every
He's
way
trying. He's carrying the show on his fucking back
feels
right
like
now.
the culmination
Yeah.
of the first
It's like a
20
stand-up
years
that
of
was
our
told,
storytelling.
you're not allowed to use any of these
A
funny words, and
storyline
we've got no
provided
content
we-
for you, but
we
go
do
and
our
entertain
jobs,
them
we do the thing.
for
Yeah.
15 minutes anyway.
That will vector us into the next 20 years of adventure. BlizzCon.
Smart way to frame this.
Are you with me, BlizzCon?
Yes, Papa.
We call this storyline the World Soul Saga.
Very reminiscent of
Saga.
Final Fantasy doing their Endwalker thing, the culmination of the first
Right.
5
The World Soul
expansions.
Saga is so epic, as we covered. It cannot be contained within any single expansion.
It is built to play out over multiple expansions over the next few years. Come on now.
I mean, that could be exciting if it's good.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
assuming
yet.
those will be smaller expansions, and you'll probably charge $40 a piece for them.
We are working on multiple ways to deliver this adventure to you a little faster than you're used to.
You might be spot on.
We're not going to get into it at this BlizzCon. Forgive me.
Oh, yeah. Why would we?
Keep
Why
your
would we
ears
announce
peeled.
something?
I assure
Truly.
you, we are moving with purpose. And the last thing we really want is for y'all to have your grandkids controlling your mouse and your keyboard trying to wrap this thing up. So, it's coming. Also, given the scale of this monster, we have decided to change it up today. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Instead of just debuting your next expansion all on its lonesome, we have decided to give you a glimpse at your next 3 expansion sets.
Yeah, I mean, this is something.
I'm also getting worried with him doing that and this. This is like what
This
we're
is
getting.
it? Yeah.
This kind of
hear
feels
ya.
like
I'm gonna
this is
warn
the.
you, there may be mild spoilers ahead. Actually, I'm just kidding. They ain't mild. Buckle up. Are you ready, BlizzCon?
Tiny on a tight turnaround, you're going to see something you really want, but it's 5 years out. Yeah. I'm interested to see what we're about to see.
The first part of the World Soul Saga.
I better see something high budget.
Expansion is called World of
Yeah.
Warcraft.
I
The
feel like you
War
only sent
Within.
him out. The War Within, okay, cool name. I like
Good
it.
fucking title card. Look at that red.
In
This is nice.
chapter, you will be descending
It just
into
needs
the
one
heart
good
of
cinematic,
Azeroth
and they actually have a
itself.
certified BlizzCon moment.
Exploring new
I know.
Make it a
subterranean
moment,
kingdoms
chat.
Their
and
first one.
engaging with ancient cultures like the Earthen and the terrifying Nerubians of Azj-Kahet.
Azj-Kahet, everyone knows.
But as the forces of darkness
Inside Out, but orc
close in
perspective, I would watch.
around our precious world soul, you, yeah, that's you, will be called to do what you always do, which is dispense indiscriminate justice upon all those who got it coming.
Yikes.
Talk to me, BlizzCon. The second part of the World Soul Saga is called World of Warcraft Midnight.
Terrible.
Yeah.
In this chapter,
That's
A brand-
time it is
you will
sometimes.
be returning, ready, to the old world.
That's just when I start feeling bad about being up this late.
Yeah, that's when I first look over and go, oh shit, it's happening again, isn't it? Oh well.
There, the forces of the Void have invaded Azeroth, intent on snuffing out the light of the Sunwell and plunging the world into darkness and fear.
But there's another expansion, so that doesn't
Will
happen.
not only help reunify the scattered
That's one of the
elven
spoilers,
tribes of
maybe.
Azeroth, but you will make your stand with the forces of the
Oh yeah,
light.
probably father drawing. I think you're right, chat.
The shadow forever. Of course, BlizzCon, it is Azeroth. Things may not go to plan. Things may just spiral wildly out of control, leading us to the third
Also
part
get small bear-like creatures with an increased focus on slapstick.
World of
Could be something.
Warcraft, the last Titan.
That's a good name. Now that's a good name, baby. The Last Titan is something I want to find out. Who is it? What do I have to do to him?
In this
Maybe
chapter,
some people accidentally
will
play it
again
thinking it's
be
Attack on
returning
Titan.
to the old
Yeah.
world. This time,
Got
to
the color right, I
wintry
feel like.
lands of Northrend.
Or it's you. That's a good call. Do you think the last Titan is the player character?
You
Call it
will
now.
bear witness to the return of the Titans to Azeroth. And there, you will uncover a vast conspiracy, one that stretches throughout the history of the world, one that will challenge everything
I think
you
this was
think
just
you
his
know
pitch to get
about the
rehired,
Titans,
and he's just giving
their
it for
intentions,
BlizzCon now.
and the true nature
Maybe.
of Azeroth itself. In
Special
time,
mushroom to
my
grow. Everyone
friends,
else lacks this
in
mushroom.
time.
That could be it too.
And it's called Silithus. There you go.
Again, that's a dungeon nobody likes.
BlizzCon, my hope, our dear hope, is that you can see when it comes to WoW storytelling, we ain't screwing around.
Rogan went out there to announce all this to force Blizzard's hand to make it. Yeah.
We are
They need a
playing
big trailer.
for
I feel
all
like this
the
would have been much better led in
We
with
are
a
working
trailer,
to
and then he
establish
explains
a
these things.
thundering heartbeat for this
Right.
franchise.
I really hope we get
Now.
one.
Hey, this is crazy.
Just to point to and say, I remember this. This is good,
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Yeah, historically bad right now.
Now, BlizzCon. Hearken to me. Always wanted to say that. Thank you. Whether you are a current player, and I'm going to bet that most of you are, or maybe you jumped off the WoW train a few expansions ago, now is the time to come home.
We'll see. I'll give it a minute.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Show us. Don't
to
tell.
pull
Show,
on
don't
your
tell.
boots, pick up your broadsword or your favorite glowy staff.
Announcer guy,
and
yeah, I get it.
In this fight,
He's got the voice for it, though. I would let him be my announcer guy.
friends.
Yeah.
Azeroth needs her defenders now more than ever.
He probably does one of the announcer
Now.
voices for Heroes of the Storm.
You're right.
In a few moments, we are going to give you a deeper
A game
look
that's coming up
at the
next,
war
I'm
within.
assured.
But before we do that, I want to leave you with a little something to chew on. I want to remind you all that sometimes very epic things can begin with small, heartfelt moments. What you're about to see is one of those moments. And with that, BlizzCon, proud defenders of Azeroth, let the World Soul Saga begin.
All right. I want to see some fucking budget, bro.
Yeah. There it is.
This is budget. This is budget. Yeah, that's nice.
War Grizzled Anduin?
That's what I'm thinking. Our blonde babe? Yeah. This feels like old Blizzard. Yeah, this is nice.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide.
Is that it?
You needed time. We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
You didn't just come here for me. It's the visions. You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately. Something, someone, is calling out from the heart of the world. Like a voice from a dream. Something dark is coming, Anduin. The world needs your light again. My son.
I am not that person anymore. I have no light. Not after what I've seen. Not after what I've done.
You are not your past, Anduin. I trust you.
It sure like his face. Yeah. Good shit, though.
Hear me.
They're getting worse. Look, whatever's coming, I'll stand with you. Of course I will. But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
I'm not sure yet. But that sword was aimed at someone.
Blade crossover. Blade, welcome in. Yeah, you know what? Understated, but the budget was there.
Yeah.
And I think good to lean on your fucking icons like we were talking about. Thrall and Anduin.
I guess we're not ignoring that.
Well
sword
played.
Anymore.
And easily
could have used a babe maybe, but
a babe would have been nice. Yep. Solid
It gets me right in my heart.
going. I think the Warcraft thing has
And it feels like
pushed the needle in the right direction where everything else is working against it.
You're absolutely right that it was understated, but again, the budget and quality I'm looking for in a Blizzard cinematic showing.
As we all gather and explore beneath the surface, we'll find an ancient Nerubian civilization. They will be led by someone we were first introduced to in Legion, Xal'atath, a harbinger of the void.
I played a lot of Legion. I couldn't tell you who Xal'atath
The void
was.
brings destruction and darkness that threatens all light in our world. The last time we saw Xal'atath, she promised
around
we
the
would
whole
meet
time.
again.
Yeah, for sure.
And it turns out she was right. And while Anduin, Thrall, and others share the same visions emanating from the heart of the world, some are seeing something quite different.
More things?
Interesting.
Or just kind of like a...
My
Jesus Christ, that's a steep drop off in quality, my guy.
are not the same as the others.
That's Sylvanas' sister. Who is she?
No song,
Maybe? I might be wrong.
just the shadow taunting me from below.
Noob.
Yeah.
You look at this. Looks. Oh.
barely makes me want to go to these
I know.
new areas and dance for the famous characters that live in them.
Yeah.
But I'll always dance for Thrall.
Oh, that looks fun. Yeah, I remember Allied Races. That was cool. Yeah, this doesn't look revolutionary gameplay-wise, you know? Like, it's the same Warcraft engine. There's not a whole lot going on. Looks disgusting. Yeah, I hear ya. It's tough. If you look at, like...
There's people in this chat that are probably young enough that have never bothered to play World of Warcraft. They're looking at it and being like, what do you mean this is a game announcement?
Yeah. Cool, there's like a little bit of a gameplay trailer. I mean, it's a good look at your new expansion. They gave you a high-quality trailer, and they showed you a bunch of stuff to chew on. If you're a fan, you're hyped right now.
And some new features too that are built to
It is
last.
both their fault and not
It
their
is
fault.
tough. I mean, listen, chat, go and watch the fucking announcement trailer for Dawn Trail,
These are a variety of bite-sized
Final Fantasy's expansion,
experiences for
and
1
then
to 5
the way that they blew the
players that
fucking
will
lid off of
offer
that game. It's
in-game
nuts at FanFest.
You may also find in your delve
Which I get is like a shitty take for someone that's streaming reactions to BlizzCon. Like,
and if you're like me and you have an obsession with alt,
That's okay. That is
we have Warband.
a reaction to BlizzCon in
Yeah.
a way.
With this feature, you could treat all of your characters like family and share banks, reputations, transmogs.
that's a fucking really good idea.
No more
Final
Ledger?
Fantasy. Yeah, no more Ledger. Warband is a good idea because I mean, Final Fantasy. There's no reason for alt for the for a lot of reasons, but
with hero talents.
you're not locked to a class. Yeah, so you're not locked to a class. So you can pick up the jobs for any class. So you would be able to be a shaman and a warrior and a druid just by equipping the right weapon for them.
Also, during your travels underground, you will meet the Earthen Dwarves, and you'll be able to unlock them as our new allied race. I mean, who doesn't love a dwarf? The facial hair options are spectacular. There's so
Six
much
of
more to
them.
talk about, so please join the What Next panel that's coming up right
And they're
after
just
the
different
opening
colors.
ceremony right here. What I can
Pre-purchase to receive a Dragonflight raid-ready enhanced
Get
character
the fight
boost.
to save our world will ring out when The War Within releases next year.
Broad next year. My friends in high school tried to get me into WoW and they never succeeded. I get
And
that.
lastly, I
held off for a
sincerely
few years
want
when
to
it first
say,
released just because
we are so excited.
I was in and out. I got World of Warcraft on launch day and I never renewed
our
my subscription after the 30 days.
to yours.
Then I hopped back in
Thank
during
you
Wrath.
for bringing our world
And then I was kind of
to
in and
life.
out from then.
Yep.
And now, with his own note of thanks, Mike Ibarra.
Thank you to all the teams who presented today.
It? Oh,
there really
no.
is so much to look forward.
He's a man of the
over
people.
next
He's
2
on the
days.
floor.
Yeah, look where he's standing.
And this is only the beginning. I can't wait to walk the halls of all of Anaheim
Oh, no.
with all of you.
Yikers in
It
chat.
is truly a joy to be here with the Blizzard team and our players. BlizzCon, be great to each other and enjoy the show.
Oh, shit. Tough look. Damn, dude. Everyone was thrilled the whole 15 minutes I watched this. We made the right call. Yeah.
BlizzCon 2020.
That's all she wrote. Rated out of 10, Squanky.
Oh, here's what I'm gonna say first as a quick preamble. If you ever want to go to a BlizzCon, I still would. Even if
Yeah.
that was the announcement, BlizzCon itself is really fun to be at. A
Yeah, without a
convention,
doubt.
if you're into the gaming company or anything like that, still fun to do. Rating that presentation out of 10. It didn't. I'm gonna go like a 4.5 because it
I was
didn't
gonna
like,
say
actively
4.
harm me. Because, but it like I would reserve 1, 2, or 3 for like they announced things that I thought were actively
offensive.
detrimental.
I think Warcraft fans are eating pretty good. If you're a World of Warcraft fan, that seems like a righting of the ship, depending on how that all plays out. It looks like it's got good bones to going forward. I think Hearthstone, you got what was expected. I think Overwatch 2 and Diablo come in under par. Overwatch specifically, just having a single hero and really not much else to show.
Reading of the room, like they're not
Yeah.
in a spot where they just need a hero announcement and a map that reminds you of a map we used to have.
And then only having basically like a teaser trailer title card for the Diablo expansion. Although it's good that they threw us the Diablo expansion's name and we have something to look forward to. It is just not quite enough to carry Diablo 4's like current thing. Like you're in the middle, you're at a point where there hasn't been a BlizzCon in 4 years. What have we been waiting for? And the answer is nothing we couldn't have told you at a digital event years prior, and we have. Not a fucking surprise in the entire thing.
No, there's almost, if I think about it from the perspective of like how you approach YouTube and things like that, and you love streaming on Twitch, but you're also looking for those moments that you can clip and share out into the world that are gonna get a couple extra eyeballs on them. I'm trying to think right now in this hour, whatever long presentation it was, if I had to send 45 seconds out into the world, what it would be. I think it'd be like Chris Metzer on stage, like selling the idea of what's coming in World of Warcraft. Or Phil Spencer showing up because it's Phil Spencer in front of a backdrop of BlizzCon. Like,
if I had to choose,
what I'm
it was
scraping right now.
If I had to choose 45 seconds, would be that point where there was a bad joke and I tried to hit the laugh track and I pressed Yippee from Anakin Skywalker instead of the laugh track.
Yeah.
I think that's the highlight of the show, and everybody that was here watching it live can agree. People like Blade, Cody, Too Much New Toys, Die Hideo sticking out to the whole thing. Same thing with Andrew on Carts, Mr. Treehorn hanging out. I appreciate you guys being here all the way back. Colleen stopping by. Tapes, Shishwa stopping in and hitting me with that 9-month sub. Jimmy Mack and Captain Stubbs making appearances. We love to see these names. Shout out to Andrew on Carts coming through 8 months in the game at the start of the stream. I've been live for 4 hours now. We've really been doing it. We've been streaming today, baby. We will put this stuff up on YouTube, of course, in some order. I played a little Fortnite before this, and of course our reaction will probably hit as soon as possible.
Like
good times.
Subscribe, and Jake will come to your house and give you a hug.
Back rub. I mean hug.
Back rub.
Without a doubt. Thanks, of course, Squanky, for joining me, moderator, friend of the show, actual feller, always in chat, holding it down. Good to have you on here. Good to have somebody to bounce off of. This would be a nightmarish event to stream alone, and I would have been much more negative, so you kept this place afloat. Very dope. Chat, always good to see you. VOD watchers, I appreciate you as well. Things to look forward to. Housekeeping. We're kind of like able to breathe right now for what's happening for the first time in quite a while. At large, we still have full playthroughs of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign in Thirsty Suitors, which we will casually do over the next couple days. This coming week, someday between Monday and Thursday in the evening time, we will do Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar the game for the Xbox 360, in which I will paint my fucking face blue. It's going to be a scenario. Make sure you are tuning in for those streams, because I will not be telling you what day it actually is. You'll just get that notification and you will have to tune in and see it for yourself. And let me tell you, it is going to be a nightmare fucking fever dream. That and a couple other things. Yeah, you know it. A couple other things at large that I do want to stream. Of course, we have the Guitar Hero concert that we'll probably look at doing later on in the month. That has been achieved. The Hearthstone pack opening stream. I'd love to spin the wheel and play something random soon, but we got a lot to get to. Of course, we will start our Final Fantasy VII remake playthrough sometime soon, and I could still hear, if there's time towards the end of the month, perhaps Metal Gear Solid 1. we'll see. We're turning a page right now. We've had crazy times on the stream over the last couple
Forget
weeks.
to crack those real Pokemon packs too.
Oh, Pokemon packs is its own stream
ones.
as well. Yeah, cracking the boosters is going to be a cornerstone. But we recently played all the way through Spider-Man, Spyro, Super Mario Wonder, and something else that I forgot on stream. We're really Sonic Superstars. We've really been fucking crushing through content here, and it's not showing any signs of stopping, so I appreciate it. The next stuff that we have for like big dates that are ironed out right now, chat, is on the 10th we'll hop into Call of Duty's multiplayer in zombies mode when the game drops in earnest, and on the 17th we'll start our Super Mario RPG playthrough. That'll be a full playthrough that I'm really looking forward to cranking out. Cody's right in chat. Luigi's Mansion is the last thing. What an icon. All right, everybody. Squanky, thanks again. Chat, thanks for being here. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.